Hello, Tristrike Tuesday Nation. I guess I am Navy, and I'm joined by Garf. Which I don't know if Garf is here with me right now, but
You're joined by
they will
me.
be here. Yes, Rikun. Yes, you'll be our filler for now. How are you today?
I'm doing great.
Well, first up we got Cooler High versus Lunar Warriors, and I think Rikun happens to know something about one of these teams.
Lunar Warriors or Wooner Warriors is actually my team. So
Yes, indeed, indeed.
I came here as a commentator because, well, I just have fun watching these games, just looking back on these, and I decided why not just join the cast here up on the stage. So
Yes, yes, that was basically me the first time I commentated too. They couldn't really find anyone, and someone needed to go, so I decided to join for fun. So
I'm
why
just
not?
helping out. I'm just helping out with the stream and just helping everybody else with the commentary since we
hmm
barely seem to find any. So
Yeah, so real. Well, first off, we have Splat Zones on Barnacle and Dime. What do you think about this map, or your thoughts on this map?
well, Splatstone's Barnacle and Dime, it's definitely a map, and honestly, I would say from my experience, Lunar Warriors has a lot of experience, but Lunar Warriors is down to because issues with Wi-Fi and one of our members are sick. So 2 subs will be taking over, but we will see if Lunar Warriors can actually take this win or not, or maybe Cooler High. It could be anybody's game.
Yes, we love to see upsets. I mean, obviously we've chosen this matchup because it's relatively even, so hopefully we're bound to see good games here, and close ones and entertaining ones at that.
Yep. This definitely is a spooky night. It's the week
Very
of Halloween.
spooky. Yes. I mean, some vibes have been lost, especially after the Splatfest ended. But I mean, Halloween hasn't even started yet, which is
Yeah.
something. It's kind of funny how Splatoon just does these things. I mean, last year the Frosty Fest happened nearly a week after Christmas, or more than that, maybe. I don't even remember.
Yep.
But you should have seen the spooky poster that I made. Very cool.
I'll definitely be setting as a YouTube thumbnail.
Yes, 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 yes. I love to see it.
Ooh, I'm quite ecstatic to see what is gonna go on. Match is about to start, so here we go.
And starting off Tristrike Tuesdays, number 11, Spooky Edition. We have Cooler High versus Lunar Warriors. And let's see our comps here. We got a Dynamo and a Bow coming out from the side of Cooler High, and a Dreadringer from the side of Lunar Warriors.
Lunar Warriors seems to have a lot of hate, but could the Dynamo try and outpaint them?
Well, it looks like Cooler High goes 2 down here, and Lunar Warriors is just going to be able to move up, take mid, and just push Cooler High out back to the base.
It seems they're getting a good lockout point.
Yes,
And the Dread gets
Cooler
one
High's-
pick.
Yeah, they're doing a great job staggering. Oh, this time was lagging a little bit. But they do eventually go down, and that's basically 2 down on the side of Cooler High. They're just gonna have to try to regroup here and get swings to maybe move in.
Seems like they are doing pretty well, Lunar Warriors. But it seems they're taking back zone, and Cooler High, it has zone.
Yes, they did a great job. Just being able to get that push together, but not before Lunar Warriors Lunar Warriors was able to get that great push all the way back to 31.
Lunar Warriors seems to have taken the zone back. Can they hold enough for penalty to end?
Yes, that's a very large penalty after that great first push there from Lunar Warriors. And they're pushing very far into their base here. Then Cooler High just seems to be having trouble just regrouping and be able to take back space that Lunar Warriors seems to be holding so dominantly right now. They do get 2 down, however, and this might be a great opportunity for Cooler High to take back mid and maybe get a push started.
And it seems like Cooler High has gotten the zone back.
Yes, and they're actually able to get 2 down onto the side of Lunar Warriors. Unfortunately, the Dynamo goes down there, but I do think Cooler High will be able to hold here. And that Bo's just applying great pressure. Unfortunately, the Wiper goes down, but they are able to trade that out. And this Freesider isn't really going to be able to achieve much. They do get the Dynamo, and 1 down on both sides. This is really just a
It
stalemate and
seems
just
like
a
the
big
Gal
scuffle.
was the only one trying to paint zone, but everybody else was not there, so. But it seems like Cooler High is making a really good push on Lunar Warriors.
Yeah, Cooler High is very close to that 24 point line that Lunar Warriors was able to get to in the very beginning, and they might be able to take lead here if they can hold long enough. Unfortunately, that Dynamo does go down, and the Viper is just trying to fight this bucket here, but very weak. They do get the lead though, and Lunar Warriors is finally able to take back the zone and get some picks down, but they are going to have to get through that huge penalty that they've gotten themselves into after that that they get.
Seems like Wiper has pushing up with Chumps, and Pop's Hammer seemingly, ooh, and has gotten the slosher from a jump.
Yes, Lunar Warriors is a little staggered here, especially with that jump and the Gal going down there too. And the Cooler comes out from Cooler High, and this might be hard to take back. They are able to get the top and put the down.
Oh, and that
always...
Wiper is being very, very slippery. They seem to be
Viper.
holding them off pretty well.
Ooh, that's 2 down on the side of Lunar Warriors again.
This could seem like the end for Lunar Warriors if they don't get the zone in time, and it seems like that might be the end of the game. And Cooler High takes the win.
Yes, a great demonstration of a comeback win there after Lunar Warriors was able to get all the way to 30 remaining. Cooler High just did a great job, retaking, regrouping, and just zoning them out at the end there. And they were able to clutch it out with a KO.
All right. That definitely was a very, very, very...
Very.
very, very intense first match. Love to see it.
Yes, I mean, I think that was just a lot of fighting going on, and we always love to see that, especially that Wiper. Some cool gameplay going on there.
Definitely.
Quick questions for you, Rikun. What do you think about having 3 commentators?
3 commentators? Well...
Looks like our Garf might be coming back. Who knows? I don't know. If you want to stay here for longer, Rikun.
Maybe. I mean, if you guys want, I'll let y'all do the commentary. I'll just sit back and relax.
I mean, you're already doing work. I mean, I believe you're streaming already. Don't want to overload you with too many tasks, but I mean, if you're fine with that, I guess we can keep
It's
going.
fine with me. I'm having fun just, watching. My first time commentating, so sorry if I'm a bit quiet here, but...
Nah, I think you're doing a good job. I think it's fine. But anyways, we have Tower Control and Umami Ruins next. I kind of voted to get this map off of the map list, but I think Marcus and Green insisted to keep it, so I guess that's what we're watching now.
Tower Control on Umami isn't really that bad of a map. I wouldn't say it's the worst, but there are better options.
Oh well, I mean, can't change the fact we're gonna be seeing this map mode nonetheless. But basically, why I don't like it is, the tower just goes up to that top left area, I guess, if you want to, depending on who you're asking. And then it's just really snowbally, I feel like, if you're able to take that area up there. It's annoying to fight.
Alright, let's see. Oh, and looks like it's a DC.
Oh, great. Maybe they're too scared of the Umami Tower. Didn't want to play on it.
No, I think they got teams wrong, I believe. So...
Yeah.
Alright. We will see. Hopefully they'll get the teams correct this time. Oh
Yes.
no, it looks like they got a DC on their end. So
I thought Winter Warriors just wanted to switch out, and I think they might have started the game too early, but I don't know if it was a DC or not.
happen.
But anyway, they will be able to replay that. So it's very quiet. Not very
Very.
good at
Oh,
space.
oh, it seems like
Right.
one keeps disconnecting. Seems to be Ghost.
You know, I'm just gonna have Twitch chat entertain me.
Oh, and
Hello,
we seem to
Hayden.
have Boo Boo in here.
Do all right. Hayden in chat, or I guess the chosen one in chat, asks, "How are we doing?" I'm doing all right. I mean, um, just lost some games in Splatoon, so I guess that's why I'm watching other people play Splatoon now rather than play the game. But
Yeah. Seems like they swapped out a member, most likely because either lag or availability issues, but
yes, I've done that before. I mean, many reasons, perhaps.
this might go better than expected.
This might go worse than expected. Chat doesn't seem to like Umami Tower. I mean,
Blame Rikun. Wow,
blame
I'm
her.
sorry. It's okay, but we're getting back into the game anyways.
Hopefully, no DC this time.
Yep.
New teammate. From the side of Cooler High, we're gonna see Wellstring and Dynamo, and from
We're
Winter Warriors, we're gonna see Roller. Epic.
seeing
I love that.
heavy AoE from Cooler High here.
Yes, indeed. That Wellstring is so annoying to fight. I mean, you know, a lot of range and 5 explosions. It's really annoying. But we'll see how Winter Warriors deals with it.
Seems like Twinkie here is trying to hold out and farm Cooler. Being Tower Princess. Seeming to hold Cooler High out. While Cooler High tries to get back in. The Dynamo seeming to try and flank, but unfortunately gets taken out by the Gal. And the shot is trying to find her way in. Oh, and gets down by Roller, but with a trade. Seems like Cooler High here is really struggling to try and get in.
It looks like both teammates or both teams are just struggling to get enough picks for a strong push. It looks like 2 people from Winter Warriors do go down, and Cooler High might get the first decent push here, being able to clear that first checkpoint, and hopefully they'll be able to take that top left area, like I said before, to be able to hold this out and get more points in.
Seems like one of them has been down from the wave breaker, but Cooler High seems to have taken the lead and is doing a very well push until the Slosher somehow gets back on the tower.
Yeah, so then Winter Warriors is going to be able to take back mid after getting those picks, but not before Cooler High able to get past that first checkpoint and to 49.
The pencil seems to take down the Wellstring.
Ooh, that's a good pick. You know,
Wow,
that's why
everybody jumps the Slosher on Winter's Warrior side.
Zuka comes out from the side of Cooler High, unable to get any picks, and 1 go down on both sides, 2 go down on both sides, and hopefully this pencil will be able to ride this tower, but they don't because the Slosher goes down, and Cooler High might be able to take back mid here, but the pencil is just sitting there and giving Vincent, and you know, everyone's back here except one goes down. I think maybe they're not all back here.
Seems like Cooler High is doing their best to try and get back into Winter Warriors' spawn. Seems like that Wiper is doing a good job keeping them out, like we saw from last round.
The Swiper's just getting good picks. I mean, the roller's behind them, but then I don't think they're going to be able to really do anything by themselves. And yes, they do go down, and Cooler High is just applying a lot of pressure and getting good picks to stagger Winter Warriors here. And they're already at the third checkpoint. Will Winter Warriors be able to get specials and maybe the picks needed to push back in?
Flasher tries to get the Wiper off the tower, but the Wiper seems slippery enough to try and hold to get more points onto the last checkpoint. And it seems like the roller is, pretty laggy, but gets down by the shot. Oh, okay. And the shot is down by the gal.
Alright, well, interesting way for the push to go down there after a little bit of lag, but I mean, I can tell you now that Winter Warrior just has mid back, but Cooler High was able to get a lot from that
try
third
to
there.
make a good push from Cooler. But it seems like the Wiper...
Oh, there's a lot going on, I feel like. But Cooler High is 2 down now. But Winter Warriors does have 1 down, 2 down, both teams 2 down. There's a lot of fighting going on in mid. But the outcome seems to be Winter Warriors able to ride that tower a little bit more and maybe get a push. They do get the Cooler out, and they do get another pick trade. And yeah, that's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, this roller seems to be quite laggy. But the AoE heavy weapons from Cooler High seem to be doing their job pretty well in getting Winter Warriors out of their spawn.
Yeah, Cooler High is just doing a good job, just really just zoning Winter Warriors out, and especially after that insane lead that they have, it's going to be really hard for Winter Warriors to be able to retake and get back that lead without really getting a lot of numbers down and just playing a lot of space. And they're really just staggered right now. They can't really do much, as far as I can see.
This seems like another game for Cooler High.
Yes, Winter Warriors just unable to get near the tower at that point after a lot of picks from Cooler High, and game 2 will go to Cooler High.
Seems like Cooler High is sweeping Winter Warriors at this rate, unless Winter Warriors can come back from this last game of Flatzone's Marlin Airport.
Remember, this is play all 3, so you're going to be playing 3 games no matter what.
Yep.
So this is a chance to maybe get some points on the board and break some tiebreakers, or win some tiebreakers, I guess.
Yeah.
If those are forever.
Definitely seems like a match. I really don't know how to describe it, but it seems very, very, very interesting. I don't know how to describe this. It's interesting. But it seems like they keep getting comp diffs on Winter Warriors, Cooler High.
Yeah, so, I mean, weren't really able to do much against like the Dynamo and Wallstring. I mean, retake is just so hard into that comp unless you have like the specials and the fighting power to do so. Like even with that 52 gallon slosher, they can't really like approach Dynamo very well, and then they only have like tri-strikes for displacements. But you know, sloshers are gonna get a lot of those strikes, like something like End Smash or T-Tech. So that's gonna be very difficult.
Yep.
It looks like our producer is telling us about the lag that did occur during that match, which I think we all witnessed. I swear I saw that roller just fly up into the air back to their spawn.
Yeah, that roller seems to be pretty laggy on Winter Warrior side.
Hopefully they can deal with that lag and it won't be an issue later. But we're in game 3 now, and we're seeing the Inkline bow and the Dynamo once again. And then a lot of comp changes from the side of Winter Warriors with the CRB and the Carbon Roller Deco.
Definitely. It seems like the shot has gotten the roller down and seems to be taking zone pretty well by Zuka, but Winter Warrior seems to be doing really good trying to take zone, getting zone back, and the CRB seems to be doing pretty good, keeping them out with Kraken.
Yeah, those were nice picks to be able to, tip those scales in their favor to be able to take mid there, and then especially with that early cooler, they were able to zone them out really well and take that. Unfortunately, they go 2 down now, and this might be another opportunity for Cooler High to, and yeah, that's a wipeout, and Cooler High is just gonna be taking mid back here. Everything happens just so fast.
Definitely seems like that shot. Oh, okay. Seems like Lunar Warriors are trying to take zone back, but Shot is doing their best trying to farm Zuka to try and keep Lunar Warriors out. The Carbon unfortunately dies to Shot trying to go for them, and same with the End Splash. And from what it seems like, the Shot seems to be preparing for Zuka, so Lunar Warriors may have to. Oh, okay, and there goes the Zuka. Seems like they
really
are.
hard to.
Seems like there's only one casualty, but
yeah. I mean, it's just really hard to approach that Dynamo, especially if your pencil goes down early like that. You really have a lot to deal with that Dynamo. I mean, CRB can almost approach it, but then that needs a lot of teammates, and with that bow just always lurking behind the Dynamo there, you can't really approach it very well. And, Cooler High is just doing a good job just coming back in, stacking their specials and fighting together to be able to fuck Lunar Warriors really easily there. And they do stagger them once again, and able to get another hold.
it seems like the Carbon Roller is struggling and falls off the map.
Oh, what a tragic death.
Seems like the Wiper is on their fan. But it seems like the CRB is trying to hold everyone out, but the Shot effortlessly dodges while the Wellstring pressures, and the Shot eventually takes the CRB out.
I know, I mean, after your members go down with that, Kraken's kind of hard to use because there's like no follow-up there, then you don't really get your main weapon, and all that paint coming from the Dynamo and the Shot there from the side of Cooler High, they can't really do much right after them. They're just really a sitting duck there and gets picked off instantly, and that's game 3 for Cooler High.
Fortunate to see Lunar Warriors getting 3-0'd in the first stage, in the first set, but
Yeah.
definitely a good match that we saw between these two teams.
Yep. Decently close.
So that brings Cooler High to a 3-0. We'll be soon streaming the next set of the grouping stage for another team, so keep an eye out. We'll be back.
Yep. See ya. Hello, and welcome to Tristrike Tuesdays number 11, the spookiest tournament you'll ever see. I am
Ooh,
Navy, and I'm joined here by not Garf.
hello. Today I'm not feeling very Garf right now, so I'm doing not Garf.
I see. Very, very understandable. Yep, I have a lot of experience being Garf too. Sometimes I get tired of being Garf.
Bro, so real. Today I should actually be Barf because it seems like the chat wants me to be Barf today.
Barf, oh no.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, first we have, well, I guess I should introduce the teams. We have Flashpoint versus Sea Dragons on game one, which is Spot Zones on Crab Lake Capital. I guess my
Yeah.
first question would be, do you know anything about these two teams?
I have heard of Flashpoint. I haven't seen them play at all or anything. I haven't really heard of Sea Dragons much. How about you?
I think I've definitely heard of Sea Dragons. I remember I fought them a little while ago, and then I think they have been improving very well here. I mean, I remember the first time I played against them, they were a relatively new team, but then now they're like Div 7 or something, so they're definitely climbing their way up. And hopefully we're in for a good game here between Flashpoint and Sea Dragons. We tried to pick the best sets that we could.
Yeah. And the first map mode's going to be Crab Leg Zones. What are your opinions on it?
This is a pencil map, sadly, but you know, last time we saw this map, what did we see? We saw a Hydra swap thing. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
So
And the
a lot of
Smash.
surprises, maybe spooky surprises too.
Ooh, got a slosher on the side of Flashpoint. A pencil, of course, on Sea Dragons.
Yep, I mean, we're seeing double strikes from the side of Sea Dragons. It is called Tristrike Tuesdays after all, so
We love
I'll be surprised about that one.
it. Seems like this seems like the two or one's already down on the side. They're made a slow strike on the side of Flashpoint.
Yeah, I mean, this is really a special, like, long-range special heavy map here. So we do see, you know, the Tri-Strikes, the Zuka, and the Crab, but I think Sea Dragon just did a much better job getting those specials first, and they're able to get some people down and force them out back to their spawn. Sea Dragons is going to have to try to get those specials to be able to push back here.
Yep.
Yeah.
People on the side of Flashpoint are dying left and right. They're kind of getting a little bit staggered early game. Hopefully they can get specials to push their way back in the mid.
They do have the cooler and they do have the Zuka, but the shot goes down. Unfortunately, they do not have that Zuka. Hopefully they will get it back soon, hopefully done with that cooler, but Sea Dragons already has more specials at their disposal to just really stall this push from Flashpoint.
Yep. The shot tries to create an opening, unfortunately goes down. This team is very aggressive on the side of Sea Dragons, able to hold their push the whole game.
Yeah, Sea Dragons is doing a very good job just staggering them, getting those specials needed to stall that push, and, you know, trades on offense, like I said earlier, are very good. And that's just a dominant game from Sea Dragons, able to zone out Flashpoint just completely. I mean, this is a tough map to play on, so very understandable.
Unfortunately, they just had a very slow start, especially with their slosher on the side of Flashpoint going down pretty early game.
Yeah. But we love to see reverse sweeps, so you never know. Reverse sweeps are so cool.
Agreed. Second
Well, unless I'm the one getting reverse sweeped, which happened today. I was not very happy about that one.
real. Next is tower control ship shape. What do you think?
I'll just say what I said last time. Very wide open map. You know, I mean, I think long range specials are pretty powerful in this, and then it's a matter of just shifting from that top left to be able to take space there first for your first checkpoint, and then switching to the court. And on defense, it's kind of hard. I mean, you have that right side, but it's hard against the tower, which is just free high ground for the team that's pushing. And on the left side, you only have that like top left area and the plant area. But if the team pushing can get that, I guess, top right for them, then that's very powerful. And it's really hard to take back from there.
Unfortunately, getting locked on this map is pretty much almost game over unless you are able to get a comeback, but this map is just something for sure.
One thing I love about these low-level tournaments is that anything can happen. I know I keep on saying that, but like it's true.
It's very
I
much
feel like
true.
it's very true.
I love seeing how some plays actually get through with it, unlike they would in high level playing. It's very fascinating to me, honestly.
I mean, I know I can't be talking because I'm still low level, but then, it's just watching it, not even playing, but watching people play at different skill levels is very fascinating, and like you don't really notice it unless you really like pay attention to details a lot and consistently watch it. But the difference between like especially top level and low level is very drastic. You see like these mistakes that will get like punished a lot more harshly at top level, but then at low level a lot of weird things can happen, and I guess I'm subject to those too.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree. Low level is just something completely different, honestly, from high level. From what I've seen, I like to watch tourneys a lot, and I'm just like, oh, these are some comps you would never see in high level, and it somehow actually works. I'm very fascinated into the off meta comps. I support them.
Yes, I do love off meta comps too. But out of meta comps, I do like Rushdown specifically. I'm a huge fan of Rushdown. I love QR. I love touches. I love swords. A lot of the Rushdown weapons that you'll see in those sorts of comps.
We love Dark Tetra. I love them. I love them.
Wait, people in the chat, who of you like Dark Tetras? I love Dark Tetras.
We love Dark Tetras, guys. They love Dark Tetra.
Good for you. You love Tetris too. Tetra fan club. Green,
Oh,
our
Green.
producer, says no, no, Green, no.
We might just have to fire our own producer.
I think Green owns it, the Discord server. I don't think you can do that.
If we go by popular vote, who knows? All right, we are getting to the second game.
Mm-hmm.
Changing from a shot to a range blaster on the side of Flashpoint, and a roller and a Splash Neo on the side of Sea Dragons.
Yes, I do forget what weapon was there before the roller, but that doesn't matter. They have a roller now, and they're keeping that double strength that they had earlier. Very powerful on tower control. Yeah, fighting in mid. Sea Dragons does get the first cooler, so they might be able to get the first push here. But Flashpoint is not slow to get their own cooler, and this is just going to be an even fight. Maybe some picks will be happening. I don't know.
Yeah, very slow start, even with a cooler from the side of Flashpoint. Seems like they're grouping up a little bit too much together, causing them to go down and stagger a little bit early game. This allows for Sea Dragons to push up and probably hold mid.
I mean, with that cooler though, they are back very fast, and this stalemate is just endless here. I mean, even with people going down, they're just able to hold still. But Flashpoint might be able to get something. I mean, Sea Dragons is just backing up here, especially after their Slosher, one of their only midline weapons, going down there.
Indeed. Seems a lot of paint is just like going down on the side of Flashpoint. They might be able to hold this and get specials early game to keep their hold. We'll just see what happens.
Because I think Flashpoint is just doing a good job staggering, specifically their Slosher, which is like their only midline weapon that can really help with that kind of range and pressure. But Sea Dragons is back here with the roller and be able to get something done here.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, on the side of Sea Dragons, their paint is just a little bit slow. Unfortunately, not allowing this roller to get the flanks that they want to. They're just constantly
You go down there and just punished for the lack of paint from the side of Sea Dragons. This Doyes is trying to push this pen here, but unfortunately go down there able to trade that off on the Neo Splash. But 2 down inside of Flashpoint, and Sea Dragons is able to defend from that very scary push, and they're back in mid, holding to contest.
Indeed. They try to use strikes to hopefully get that hold, but unfortunately they go down. Spudully's being aggressive, trying to push. Gets the pick, that's very nice, and then Flashpoint tries to just hold forward.
And they do have this crab at the ready, and in a very scary spot here. I mean, this is really hard for Sea Dragons to push here. And the cooler comes out from Flashpoint, and that's just a lot of resources. They still have the strikes ready. Strikes come out. Will they be able to get this checkpoint? They're gonna have to apply enough pressure on this top right, and they do get that pressure and kill the Slosher there. But this roller is behind them and protecting the tower. They aren't able to get past that checkpoint. And Sea Dragon is digging their way back out of that. I mean, I already said this, but scary push from the side of Flashpoint.
Indeed. Seems like the Slusher's just trying to get these dualies. Dualies being a huge distraction. Unfortunately, being focused too much on one player causes your team to slow down. They get the pick, but they're being a little bit slow on retake, and the Slosher goes down to a bomb. Unfortunate.
Yeah, I think Flashpoint was just unable to really get back mid. After that Doise was there, they were staggered already, and then I guess they were just too slow to get back. But they are back now after Sea Dragon's missed an opportunity to maybe push back in. And this head is very weak, they have to jump out, and Sea Dragons might actually be able to get back mid instead of pushing their own. If they can get this jump and utilize this roller that's very deep in the base at the moment.
This roller surprisingly holding themselves off very well, even with that bubble being dead. They are allowed to go for a check, and they're slowly retaking on the side of Sea Dragons. Hopefully they'll be able to get this hold with their specials, but it seems like there's no specials on the side of either team.
Other than those Tristrikes, of course, because this is Tristrike Tuesdays. I guess 3 go down on the side of Sea Dragons. Unfortunately, despite those strikes coming out, and Flashpoint just holds once again back in mid. With 1 minute left on the clock, Sea Dragons is gonna have to get those specials quickly if they want to, get a push started and take back mid.
Indeed, and there's 2 down already on the side of Flashpoint. They had to pull a 3 down. It's just roll. Oh dang! Okay.
Slosher, wait, those are just insane picks for the Slosher, able to hold their ground there and get their team back in. That was a huge missed opportunity with Sea Dragons. I mean, that Slosher is just insane hold there, able to get 2 there and still live, and they have their strikes now. This is looking very dire for Sea Dragons.
Indeed. They have no pullers on the side of Sea Dragons, unfortunately not being able to give them a little push in for the last minute push. They have 2. They're using their... Oh, it looks like they're using panic specials. Unfortunate. Maybe they'll get this 2 go down the side of Flashpoint, and now Sea Dragons might get this push into mid.
Yep, 2 go down on the side of Flashpoint. And the Slosher is very aggressive here, just trying to hold as much space as possible. I mean, you really gotta protect your tower, so they're playing very aggressive. They do get 1 down, the strikes come out, the cooler comes out. Sea Dragons might be able to make this comeback that seemed so impossible just earlier.
Yep, of course in overtime it causes players to get a little bit more stressed than usual, causing them to a little bit go stagger, and they go for game strikes, and they get the win.
Wow. Tristrike Tuesdays brings Tristrikes to the tower and, GG strikes. I mean, the Doi was able to push there with those strikes. Nobody could touch the tower. And after that great push, they were able to just stall out until they got those strikes to finish the game right there and then. And that's a game 2 for Flashpoint.
Yep, and that's what I call spooky strikes.
Spooky strikes.
Spooky.
Scary.
I did like the Slusher playing from the side of Flashpoint. They did really well.
I believe that was Myris or Miris, however you pronounce the name. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I have seen them before. It's very nice to see that Slosher gameplay. And that was just a great play there to try to stall out and bring their team back after going several down.
Indeed. Now it might be time for a reverse sweep. Who knows? We have Zone's Humpback next. Not a huge fan of this one personally. How about you?
I mean, as an Expo player, I like to play Expo on this map. But other than that, I mean, very special Stallia, and also AoE and favored for, weapons like rollers, sloshers, and blasters that can hit over the many ledges on this map. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, indeed. This is a very much AoE favored map for weapons.
Weapons and specials alike. I mean, double Tristrike might be useful. I mean, Tristrike Tuesdays, after all, the more the merrier. I mean,
ooh, spooky season. I love spooky Tristrikes Tuesdays number 11.
Yep. You should have seen the banner. That was a great, wonderful. banner.
I very much saw the banner. It was very spooky indeed.
All right, I'm getting instructions from the goat themselves. Brian, play Dread. I mean, despite this probably meaning to be a joke, I do like Dread on this map. I mean, Dread is just a great weapon overall, especially after seeing Dread able to win a major recently in the zone, used by none other than Prochara himself. I mean, that weapon just does a great job doing a lot of things. I mean, has a lot of mid-range pressure, has good paint, and then Reef Slider especially is great for zones with that very annoying but useful zones cheese.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Our copier? No, Brian. No, Brian used Brian used Dreadringer way before Char picked it up.
We love Dread.
Yeah, I've come to like Dread a lot more now.
Yeah, I just honestly hate fighting against him, but playing with him pretty fun. They get a whole bunch of paint down on the ground.
It's also easier to make comps around them, I feel like, because it just does so many things. I mean, you don't need as much paint from any other weapons, because Dread paints surprisingly well. I mean, with those 2 sloshes, obviously. I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, it also, personally, I figured out on a 2v2 tourney that Dread also works really well with like custom blasters and just normal blaster. AoE goes hard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Third match starting. Ooh, change to Dread 52 and Zap on the side of Flashpoint. And Trislosher, Decap, and Octo Shot on the side of Sea Dragon.
I don't know if they were watching the stream, but yes, that is a Dreadbringer we are seeing here. And, you know, Flashpoint's just playing very aggressive here, and maybe even able to take mid. They're able to cap zone. They're just playing very fast here. The cooler already comes out from both teams, but already having mid, Flashpoint might have the advantage here. They are able to get 1 down. And, oh whoa, what a Reef Slider.
3 go down, unfortunately, on the side of Flashpoint. They had a strong push, but they weren't able to hold it for too long. Now the Pencil's going to try and repaint here and get another cooler for their team quickly.
I speak too soon once again. Sea Dragons is able to take the push. I mean, I guess Flashpoint was just playing too aggressive there without enough resources. They were able to get some picks onto them. And Sea Dragons is doing a good job holding for now. Hopefully Flashpoint will be able to get some picks. And they are... But the slider desync, the infamous slider desync is unable to allow them to cap the zone as fast. They do end up capping the zone eventually. But, you know, just... I love slider. I love slider.
Indeed, we love our sliders. Unfortunately, the paint on the side of Flashpoint gives them the advantage against Sea Dragons for the time being. There goes a trade 3-3 down on each side.
It's really just a battle between the Pencil and the Range Blaster in mid here, but I think the Pencil's just going to do a better job being able to get paint down and their teammates in here, especially living against the Range Blaster, and Flashpoint isn't there fast enough to help them. They are eventually able to get the cap here, but, you know, they're 1 down still, and 2 down, and Sea Dragons might be able to hold this even longer.
Indeed. Seems like the side of Flashpoint keep rushing in just alone and take on alone fights, especially from the Range Blaster. BS. Of course, Blaster going in alone again, trying to get a little few picks to get distracted, but eventually they go down.
Yes, I think what I just saw is, I forgot to mention this earlier, but Sea Dragons is running a double cooler comp, and with those 2 coolers cycled together, they were just able to fight so much longer than Flashpoint was able to there. And they do go 1 down, but they did a great job and they got their points all the way down to 30 remaining. Around it.
They get the penalty, hopefully able to repaint mid and keep a hold, but it doesn't seem like they're being able to. Right now, no specials on the side of either. Pencil has cooler. They are holding it at the moment. Drake goes down, unfortunate. 2 go down on the side of Sea Dragons. It's just a battle for mid right now.
I mean, the Steel Cubs doing a great job holding space here, and they already have the strikes. Flashpoint was unable to get the picks needed to push up and hold control over zone there. And with the pick, finally, they're able to get the cap, but they don't have the pick necessary to really push out Sea Dragons from there. And going down themselves, they are able to get the zone, but I'm not sure how much longer they'll be able to hold there.
Indeed. Unfortunately, they just keep having Kohler back and back with Sea Dragons. They're able to keep pushing right back into the game.
Yes, one thing that I love about Double Cooler, you can really fight as long as you want, and despite it won't look very clean on your results screen with that many deaths, you are able to fight longer, and with that Cooler respawn, you are coming back very quickly, and there's just not as much of a punishment after dying.
Indeed. Fortunately, two go down on the side of Flashpoint once more. They have Coolers, but unfortunately, they just T-Drag is just being very good at holding these pushes.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, not much going on from the current point of view. They go down to Pencil. Unfortunate.
Oh, great pick from the Pencil, able to pick down that Reef Slider that that Flashpoint was just hiding up their sleeve there. Well, not really up their sleeve. They could see it right there, and the Pencil was able to get that pick. But Flashpoint does cap the zone nonetheless. I'm not sure what happened there, but I guess Sea Dragons just couldn't apply enough paint there to hold. Since Decaf is behind them, they get 2 down, and oh no, Flashpoint's hold has disappeared already.
Indeed. It's just cap after cap. It's just zone getting taken by each team. It's just they're trying to fight for this win so hard. Currently,
Lots of trades. Lots of trades here going on.
trades. 2. Okay. Once got
Looks like
down.
the winner of this fight is actually Flashpoint, though. Despite not looking great, and the coolers from Sea Dragon, they're just able to win that big fight that happened in mid, and they do get 1 down on the Tri-Slosher. And if they're able to hold this, they might win the entire game. 4 points, 3 points, 2 points. And Flashpoint, with a comeback there on Sea Dragons, they do take game 3. Whoa.
They got that reverse sweep. You predicted it.
Wait, yes, you're right. They did reverse sweep there. And even in that game alone, I mean, that looked very bad for them, but somehow they won that huge fight that went on in mid despite the many trades. And they're able to get enough paint and the picks to stagger Sea Dragons. They do win the set. That is an insane victory for them, I must say.
Indeed, I totally agree.
Maybe it's because they won't play the Dread Ringer, just like Brian told them.
Brian the Prophet.
Brian the Prophet, indeed. Maybe you should listen to them more. Maybe they know more than they let on. But
Yep.
anyway, that is very close games for round 2 of the group stages, and we'll be back soon with round 3 of Tristrike Tuesdays, number 11. Spooky. Hello, welcome back. I am Navy, joined here by Garth. I mean, not Garth.
Ooh. We're here with group stage round 3. Unfortunately, we're a little bit late to the first game, so we're just here for the last 2.
Yeah, some teams had some trouble with disconnections, and we were just held up altogether. But now we're back with Squid Roll-Ups versus Distortion. Do you know what about these teams?
I only know about Squid Roll-Ups technically. I fought them once. They're a pretty good team. I want to see what they have in store for today.
Yes, I do remember they did sweep FTIU a little while ago, and they've definitely improved since then. But looks like they're 1 down. Maybe a reverse sweep is real, just like last time. But you never know. But we're on Tower, Anglerfish Market. I'm gonna have to ask you once again, what do you think about this map mode?
I like the map. Tower control though on this map, I'm not the hugest fan of personally. It has its ups and downs.
Mm-hmm. I think it doesn't really utilize half of the map, which is a little bit annoying. But I mean, like, it's fine. It works.
It does. A squeezer and rapid.
The Christmas squeezer.
Christmas. It's spooky season.
This is Halloween, not Christmas.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Being rapid.
Yes, we do the rapid. 2 rapids actually, 1 on each side. And this decav, also very nice pick. I like decav. Trying to make something happen here, but they do go down to what I assume is the squeezer.
Indeed, 3 go down immediately on the side of Distortion. Squeezer pushing up a little bit alone, trying to get these picks and just hold them off for the meantime with the screen getting pulled up.
Yes, I mean, they're trying to apply that pressure, but Distortion is just back so quick. I don't think they were watching that right side enough, and the zap goes down the Tower Rider. They were able to pick up 2 more picks, though, and this Squid Roll-Ups might be able to save this push that almost seems to die.
Indeed, this squeezer seems to be holding himself off pretty fine. They've gotten multiple picks from the start of the game. They have their special, and they're just using screen to get that hold. Oh.
And a calm error. Oh no.
Unfortunate.
I didn't even see what happened there.
A lot of DCs today.
Oh no, the issues again. I thought we were gonna have another perfect Tristrike Tuesdays.
It's too spooky for the oh my gosh, what am I saying? My English is gone.
I don't know how many internet issues we're experiencing this Tristrike Tuesdays. Hopefully we're not holding up the tournament too much like last time. But hopefully we can get that sorted out and start this game 2 once again as quick as possible. But from what I saw for the little bit that we got to see that first game, I think the Squeezer was doing a great job getting picks, but they were just unable to protect the objective line there, especially on the top right, and unable to hold enough space there against Distortion, who's playing very fast, which I do like to see.
Indeed. That Squeezer did have a whole bunch of huge plays, but I guess the rest of the team wasn't really backing them up as well, and they were all just like kind of rushing Tower just a little bit too much. While we're still here, let's talk about Robo Zones. How do you feel?
I mean, Robo Zones, I love that. I mean, I'm a big fan of ramen. I love ramen, and I also love Robo Zones as a map too.
We love ramen. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to eat my Budok ramen, my pre-tourney ramen.
Oh.
But that's okay. That's okay.
Voice, yes, Zakrad, that is me. It's me.
Oh my gosh, Zakrad spotted.
Who's the other caster? Not Garf. Also, a goat.
I'm not noticed. Dang, you're right. It's because I'm not Garf. It's not Garf. I'm not Garf today.
Yeah, it's not Garf. That's why you probably couldn't recognize them because it wasn't Garf. So then you're probably really confused.
It's spooky season, so I'm dressing up as not Garf today. Oh,
Mhm.
Zekrat, it's because I'm a new commentator. This is like my second time ever doing this, so
I think Zekrat mostly recognizes me from actually playing Q together.
oh,
Played with them for a little while though. Maybe we should do that soon. But I don't have time to do that right now. I'm commentating for Tristrike Tuesdays. Yep,
we love the Tristrike Tuesdays. It's spooky season,
very spooky. It's scary.
indeed.
Fortunately, no skeletons this time. We just got ninjas. Yep.
I was on Team Ninjas. It was awesome.
What? It still blows my mind that Team Wizards lost with 63% of the votes. It's just crazy.
It was probably this kind of reminds me of the weekend Splatfest with a whole bunch of mirror matches and just votes going to the most popular team, of course.
hmm
Unfortunately, I had no issues with mirror matches because ninjas are awesome.
Good for you.
Unfortunately, you're gonna have a little bit of a delayed start on the second round for this set. We can just
Mhm.
how do we entertain the chat?
So sad. We should play 20 questions, Garf. You and me, 1v1. 20
1v1 questions.
I don't know if that's a 1v1 in 20 questions. I don't know if it's like a competition. But anyway, I have a word in my head. Ask 20 questions or less.
Wait, what's this game again about? I haven't played it
You've
in a
never played 20 questions?
no. It's just been a while. I forgot the rules.
Huh?
Not
Yeah, be yes or no, and yeah, you get 20 tries to guess.
Oh, okay. I'm supposed to guess what you're thinking of or something.
Yes, I have a word in my mind already.
Is it a subject?
You mean like a
Wait,
noun?
yeah.
It isn't. It is. I guess I'll tell you. It's a concrete noun. It's something that you can interact with.
OMG, is it Tristrike?
No.
Oh,
Sadly.
oh man. Is it commonly like used?
I think sure. It's very popular. I'll tell you that.
Is it real?
Yes, it is real.
Um, man, I'm not the best at this. Is it big?
No.
Okay, so something small.
In real life, it's not big.
In real life, it's not big.
Yes.
So it's big, not in real life.
I mean, oh wait, just an update real quick. It seems distortion takes game 2 due to disconnects and rulebook, and I mean that's I guess a free set for distortion. Unfortunately, internet issues have occurred for this set. Anyways, back to the game. Yes, I mean in some very specific scenarios it can be very large, but in real life it's small. It's a small object.
Can you eat it?
Yes, you can eat it.
Is it preferred to be eaten?
Yes, it is preferred to be eaten. That's what it's designed for.
Oh my god, is it ramen?
Yes, it's ramen.
Oh my gosh.
You said you were bad at this game, bro.
Bro. Shut. I gotta think of something now. Okay, I got something. I got something in mind.
All right. Is it okay? So, is it a person,
It is not.
a place,
It is not.
an object?
It is.
Uh, is it bigger than your house?
No.
Is it real and tangible?
No.
Oh, what? Can it be found in the video game called Splatoon?
I think so. Yeah, totally.
Definitely. Is it?
Oh,
Oh no, I have to put the game.
unfortunate.
All right,
Interrupted.
but we're back with Squidward's versus Distortion.
Not
We're
much of
seeing.
not much of a comp change on either side.
Yeah, you're right.
Hmm. Seems like the side of Squid Rollups is gonna go for like a flank on the wall, trying to get an early little push. Unfortunately, Distortion's able to get that paint in mid before Squid Rollups is able to.
Yeah, I really do like that decup. They're playing very aggressive, just zoning them out, and they don't really have a lot to deal with it. And I think they just didn't really play around the weapons very well. And two bubbles come out, and they're just able to completely block the zone off there. Just the
Indeed.
entirety of the zone. And Squid Rollups is going to have to do a lot of work to take back here, especially after going one down there.
Indeed. Fortunately, okay, two to go down on the side of Squid Rollups. Their Rapid has their whale just waiting to be used. Meanwhile, Distortion keeps just holding their pushes.
Did that Zap just get a kill with the bomb?
I think they did.
Oh no. Well, I think Squid Rollups might have an opportunity here to be able to retake. Strikes do come out, Cooler comes out, Crab comes out. That's a lot of specials coming out. And they're going to hopefully be able to retake this Slasher Sharks, though, but they go down. Alright, Squid Rollups is going to be able to hold here. But let's see for how long.
Indeed. Unfortunately, with all that uses of their specials, they might just be down in specials unless they can paint enough to get it back, because it seems like the other team, Distortion's getting their specials up, but they go two down once again. Oh wait, am I looking at the wrong team? Maybe.
I mean, no, Distortion is, regaining control here. Squid Rollups is on the back leg right now, but hopefully they'll be able to do something. This Zap drops early and they do go down, and Distortion is going to be able to hold once again, but they go 3 down, and Squid Rollups is going to be able to turn the tables just very fast there and take the zone and hopefully get some control here.
Indeed. Squid Rollups is playing a little bit more aggressive, and they're just able to keep holding this zone and pushing back when Distortion tries to push to retake mid.
Yeah, very nice whale there. Combos very well with all their weapons, and they're able to stagger Distortion a little bit. And a lead might be coming soon along the way, but two go down on the side of Squid Rollups, and Distortion does lose lead there, but they're going to be able to get control back and hopefully eat through their penalty that they have.
Indeed, and they're getting a very quick retake on mid, able to paint up pretty nicely together. One go down there for Zap.
Poor Zap. They did have Cooler though, they were back fast, but the Rapid Blaster, or RPD, goes down, the Crab comes out, and the Strikes come out, and Distortion is 2 down, and once again, Squid Rollups will be able to take back just before Distortion gets the lead. They're able to keep that lead that they earned early on in the match, or early on in the match, at least. And
what I noticed,
yeah,
what I noticed with Squid Rollups is just like they keep using their special to retake, and it works very much in their favor.
Yeah, they just don't have a lot of resources to hold, and right on cue, Distortion comes back with their strikes in their bubble, and they're able to get some picks down and regroup and retake. Oh, but somehow they go 2 down once again. I mean, the bubbles comes out, and maybe they'll be able to get their respawns in time to hold here, but strikes come out from the side of Squid Rollups, and this is looking dire for Distortion here, especially without lead and not a lot of resources.
Indeed. Seems like their strike plan on the side of Squid Rollups is very nice placement and everything. It's just, unfortunately, Distortion's not able to make their pushes back very nicely when the strikes get out.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Strikes is very strong against double bubble as Distortion is running in. Another thing, Distortion does not have Cooler, which is going to really be hard for them to fight with. And, they go 2 down and they're not going to be able to respawn fast enough, and Squid Rollups is just going to take a lot of space here and tap the zone and take back mid.
Indeed. Fortunately, it's just push after push, just going back and forth between Squid Rollups and Distortion, just trying to get this mid. With 48 seconds left on the board, it's just the close scores. Unfortunately, Squid Rollups is able to get their score out of penalty.
Yep, pulling away now with those points and staggering Distortion. They're going to be eating down through all those points. And the decup does get 2, but not before their own team going 2 down, and Distortion just doesn't have any more resources trying to take, except for this bubble. Hopefully this Junior will be able to get something done, and they do, they kept the zone. But Squid Rollups has a pretty decent lead, and
Yeah, not
uh,
only that, they just have a whole bunch of paint on the side, and it's just push after push. If Distortion's able to hold this push, it seems like they might get the lead. Seems like the other team's collapse is just staggering. He's a little bit too hard.
yes, I mean they are very close to lead here. They're gonna have to make something happen quick. The strikes do come out, and they're unable to hold. And if Squid Rolls can apply enough paint here to recap the zone, they might be able to take it back. But they're not having the paint needed, and that's just a very long stall. And that's a game win for Squid Rolls, I believe. I think I was not paying attention. Yes, yes,
Yeah, nice win for Squid Rollups. Unfortunately, that Rapid was just left trying to paint alone at the very end of the match, causing them the loss.
yeah,
Very, very close match, though.
yes. I think very well played, especially for running zero color, which is very difficult in this meta right now.
Indeed.
Well, that'll do it for the group stage from here. That'll be a set win for Distortion, and we'll be back with new commentators for Gold Bracket of Tristrike Tuesdays, number 11, Spooky Edition.
Spooky!
Yes, very spooky. Oh, I'll do it.
Okay.
Hello, welcome to Tristrike Tuesdays, number 11, very spooky edition. Yep, I am Navy here, joined by Garf.
Not Garf.
Not Garf.
My
Yes.
costume today.
Apologies, I forgot that we were unable to find any more commentators, so I'm back here with Garf. Yep, long time no see, chat. I want to see hi in the chat. 13 people that are watching, 3 of them being podcasters or moderators.
We're so popular. How is everyone doing in chat today? Oh my gosh, Brian. What do you think about this game?
Yes, I don't know if you were here for the one other set, but Brian suggested that someone use Dreadbringer, and they did end up winning that game. I'm just gonna put it out there as a statement. I'm not really alluding to anything, definitely not, but I'm just putting it out there. That's what happened last time.
Dread might just be the option, guys.
Well, I don't know about Crabland Capital Zones. Actually, maybe.
Maybe. Then we got Tower Sturgeon.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You know, I remember one of the head TOs for I think Under Pressure, who runs Junior Draft, they were complaining about me about Tower on Sturgeon Shipyard.
Mm-hmm. I don't get the hype with Tower Sturgeon. It's just a little
It's alright. It's like mid. I'll say that. It's mid.
mid.
For lack of more words, it's mid.
And we got the awesome, we all love and praise Robo Ramen Zones.
Yes, the great ramen bowl.
The great ramen bowl.
I love that map. I mean, I think there's some cool dynamics, and I like the flanks that you can take, like the, I guess, underpass, if you want to call it that.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, I mean, sometimes it can be a little bit stally. Someone at times if you play it that way. But, you know, I still like it. I think it's cool. Very comfortable to play on.
I totally agree.
Not on tower control, though. That's why I got rid of that.
No tower control or clams. Clams maybe.
Clams next time. This is tower control, though.
Yeah.
And zone. And zones, of course, because everyone loves splat zones.
Yeah. Here we go.
But here we go. Round 1 of Gold Bracket. We have non-binary fuss versus squid roll-ups. I mean, pretzel and HD lover anonymous. Where did that come from? I guess that was our last set. But non-binary fuss in the orange running crab-headed with Zap, and pretzel. I'm just gonna call you guys pretzel. That's a very long name. Also running crab-headed and Zap.
Indeed. I'm also very kind of surprised by seeing the decaf getting pulled up in this match, especially with the Go Dymo too.
I mean, it's an interesting comp. I mean, to say the least.
Indeed.
Crab comes out from both sides. The Sloshers finding the crab, and they do get the pick. That's one down the side of Pretzel, and non-binary plus maybe going to be able to move in here, but the Sloshers just getting very pressured. They do have to jump out, but hopefully they can hold that pressure mid to be able to get more points off here.
Indeed, non-binary fuss is holding mid pretty fairly well right now. They're using good use of their specials. Oh, unfortunate. Oh, okay, a wipe out on the side of Pretzel. It's unfortunate.
You know, actually, I want to call you guys H3 lovers, because it's more unique. H3 is a fun weapon. I respect you guys for trusting it. But anyway, H3 lovers popping a crab against the other crab from the side of non-binary plus, able to shred it. And they do get one down onto non-binary plus and a bubble out, and they're just going to be able to retake it. I believe the cooler comes out, but one goes down, the Dymo is down, and that's a lot of paint that they're losing there.
Indeed. Non-binary Fuss is still able to hold this push, getting that zone down to below 30. They're just constantly getting these picks, holding very well, using their specials well, getting these picks. It's just very great gameplay and coordination from the side of non-binary Fuss, giving them that win.
Yeah. Very dominant game there. I mean, once they're able to hold their ground, and especially after that wipeout, it was just gone from there. And they're able to stagger H3 lovers very well there, securing that first victory for them.
Indeed, they were just very well coordinated together. You know, I think it's because H3 lovers didn't put H3 on their team.
Yeah, maybe if they ran H3, maybe it'd be a little better.
Yeah, and maybe. Then they could show their true love for H3.
Yeah, there has to be the synergy with your name. You see, no use being H3 lovers if you don't use H3.
Exactly, it's giving me quad reflux flashbacks.
Yeah. The good old days of quad reflux.
We gotta see quad reflux again someday. Maybe one day.
Maybe.
I promise there'll be a return of them soon.
Yes, there better be.
Next game is gonna go Tower Sturgeon. Fun.
Already talked about this map. Yippee. I remember, I think this was one of the maps when, in the beginning of the game, when there was like a short time of machine meta, people realized that you could just hit through the ground of mid right there, because the machine's hitbox is just so large, just large enough so that it can hit people that are on top. And yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people freaked out about that at the beginning.
Dang, I didn't know about that.
You didn't? Huh. Alright.
Mm-hmm. Does that still exist? Ooh.
Once again, empty space that I don't know what to fill with.
How is our current chat doing at the moment?
Yeah, the wonderful 15 viewers, 3 of them, or 5 of them probably being moderators, because we just like sitting in chat. How are you guys doing on this very spooky night?
Spooky Tuesday. You guys, I think our chat is dead.
Yeah, I was about to say. Dang, bro, I'm just left hanging here, just talking with you. Oh, there we go. Brian, wonderful Brian.
We love Brian. Brian's great.
And it's our producer. Also there.
Yep.
Yes, hello. I do see that. Hello.
Hi, Marcus the goat. Marcus. Woo!
Yeah, I don't know what green is. No, that's fine. You know, Green carried for like every single other Tristrike Tuesdays. Did all the streaming work for us. So respect to them too.
Yep. We love our lovely production team. Oh, and round 2 is starting.
Yes. Game 2.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Non-binary Fuss. We got the Wellstring, very annoying weapon. From H3 lovers, we don't see an H3. Oh, what a shame. But we do see an Octorush, so that's pretty cool.
Indeed, they do switch from Gold Dynamo to the cooler one.
And they do switch from the crab-headed to the cooler-headed, so we're seeing double cooler on the side of H3 lovers. We'll see how this goes.
Yep, and they get early strikes on the side of Pretzel.
Pretzel.
Their Dynamo goes down, unfortunately.
Dynamo goes down. Splash goes down. 3 go down inside of non-binary Fuss. I don't know where that happened. And H3 lovers might be able to hold up here. Having a little bit of trouble fighting on the tower. But nonetheless, they do get the first push off here. Cooler comes out. They do have Inkstorm at the ready. They just need to ride this tower and get past this first checkpoint. But they are very scared, especially with that Wellstring just sitting on the snipe there, applying a lot of AoE pressure.
Indeed. they're just trying to push back, but unfortunately they just keep dying to special and stuff. This bowstring's gonna try and pick them off a little bit with chip damage. Getting 2 kills.
That's a short-lived push from the side of H3 lovers, but 3 go down on the side of non-binary fuss once again. They do die to a bomb. Unfortunate there.
This shot's trying to just go in alone, try and paint. Fortunately being watched by the Dynamo, not able to push up very much with the lack of range on their side.
I mean, this is just a huge stalemate in mid right now. I mean, HC Lovers is just having a difficult time pushing against that well string that just sits there, but they're able to get 3 down once again, and it's just a zap left on the side of non-binary fuss. And I think this is going to be the first check for H3 Lovers to be able to push up together a little bit bump on that right side.
Indeed. They're just able to get back quickly with all their coolers. Just getting cooler after cooler. Able to respawn.
This Octobrush is very passive. I don't know if they're gonna push up or not. They do get 1 down, and yes, the Octobrush is pushing, but unable to get that kill on the blaster there, and that's 2 down on the side of H3 Lovers. They might have to hold this push short here after going 2 down.
It seems like they're just trying to hold alone while being pushed by all of non-binary for fuss. Unfortunately, they're not able to get 3 go down on the side of Pretzel. Hopefully,
I don't know what to call them. Well, whichever you want to be called. You're 1 down. Yep. And then non-binary fuss also 1 down, but they're back fast with cooler now. And non-binary fuss is just rotating to this right side, and H3 Lovers is just unable to apply the pressure necessary to be able to hold this checkpoint. They do get 1 down, but that's already the first achieved for non-binary fuss, and maybe they'll be able to make a comeback from that lead that H3 Lovers was able to attain earlier in the match.
Indeed. Currently, Pretzel seems to be making unnecessary drops from the sides, but they're still able to get these picks off of non-binary, getting the higher number advantage, but making a slow pushback, unfortunately.
It seems like HC Lovers will be able to defend their lead that they have for the time being, but they aren't able to take back mid, and they pop 2 coolers at the same time. Very unfortunate there. The blasters on the right side are trying to sneak up, but the Santa is doing a great job watching them. And 1 go down on both sides, and nothing seems to be happening. I mean, they're unable to get a push, but then once again, HC Lovers is just unable to get back mid, but maybe with this wipeout, they'll take back now.
This match is currently at a very huge stalemate, just going back and forth, trying to hold at a certain check. But hopefully this wipeout on the side of non-binary gives Pretzel the hopeful lead to probably try and get further of a score.
Threads come out, and they do have 2 more specials at their disposal. After popping 1 cooler, they have another cooler ready. And they're just going to take it slow here, able to just drain out non-binary fuss's energy and resources, and with that extra cooler at the ready, which they do pop now, they're going to be able to just take a lot of space in the hold here. I mean, non-binary fuss is just going to have to win so many more fights against, this coolered up, juiced up, that's all H3 Lovers. And
Indeed.
after 3 down on both sides, this is going to be a wipeout that the Octobrush is able to win that fight there, and that'll be game 2 for Pretzel and HC Lovers Anonymous.
Indeed. It was just paint, death, respawn. It's just constant stalemate, and then they were able to get that push with that wipeout. Very nice game.
Too much fussing, I see. Not enough binarying.
Agreed.
You mean not enough non-binarying. Whatever word that is. But anyway, this is a tied game, 1-1. Game 3 will be decided by spot zones on Robo Ramen once again. In a similar, or I guess not really in a similar spot, but we're back with Robo Ramen zones, and that's what matters right now.
Indeed. We'll see if Pretzel was able to make this reverse sweep. If not, then we'll see. We'll see.
Yes, we will see. Maybe we'll see it again. Maybe we'll see an H3 from the side of Pretzel Lovers Anonymous.
I would love to see an H3 from the side of H3 Lovers. Or else I won't believe them. I won't believe that they're H3 Lovers.
Fake. Should have just been Pretzel Lovers Anonymous.
Exactly. Brian trying to predict a dread on their side.
A Dread. Who will win? The Dread from the non-binary fussers, or the H3 from Pretzel and H3 Lovers Anonymous? It'll be an epic duel.
Opal, please, with the dread.
No, I'm just begging for them to play Dread. We'll see. Maybe they'll throw a curveball at us. What if it's like Undercover Bella? That'd be pretty cool.
Would it be cool though?
Actually, you're right. I don't know. Undercover just doesn't work. Sorry, guys. I'm not an Undercover believer. What weapon do I believe in? I believe in Reflex Deco. That's one weapon that I believe in. I know, hot take.
They gotta play Dread. They gotta play Dread. I need this. I need this badge.
Wait.
Guys, if they play Dread, I'm getting a promotion trust.
Nah, I'm getting a promotion. You're too new. Yep.
Oh, my promotion is on their hands right now.
Bro, I'm doing so much work. You see, look, even as a commentator, I'm doing TO work. You see, I'm carrying. Other than Marcus, Marcus is already an org head, so like they don't need a promotion. Marcus doesn't need a promotion. They already have all the power they need.
I'm also kind of just looking. It's just y'all are faster.
You know, gotta go fast. Honestly.
To be fair, Marcus kicked me out of unhelp desk. Tisk tisk.
You're not supposed to just chat randomly.
Bro, all I said was sure.
That's not your job. Your job is to help people, not socialize with teams. It's my help desk. Marcus will see about that. Anyway.
Dread, please, Dread. No.
Come on, please, Dread. No.
No.
No,
I don't get my
Dread.
badge.
Oh my god. Prince Shambles.
They keep the same comp on the side of Pretzel though.
Yeah, that is the double cooler Octobush and End Splash.
They do, however, did they switch to just normal blaster? Or did they have the last round?
I believe they did have that normal blaster last time, but that normal blaster does go down, and it looks like Pretzel H3 levels will be able to get the first push here.
Indeed.
Oh wait, no, maybe it'll be cut short. They have no resource to continue that, but they do have the paint, and non-binary fuss is just kind of staggered actually, not gonna lie. And this blaster does go down, and you know, the strikes are kind of wasted there. Unfortunately, they missed the zone. However, they do cap somehow. This is just an insane game I'm watching right now.
Indeed, it's just going back and forth, special with strikes, and just they keep capping left and forth, unable to break the penalty, just with how fast they're capping with these zones.
And this blaster's trying to paint the zone, unfortunately unable to. And they do go down to the Octobrush, and Pretzel HD levels will be able to take back the zone and increase their lead. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon once again. They are 2 down.
Indeed, it's just so much going on right now. It's just cap after cap. Pretzel able to get back to the zone and then getting capped over by non-binary fuss, trying to get the paint.
This blaster getting a nice direct on the Octobrush. They're able to get one pick. Unfortunately, isn't able to get the other, but their teammate does clean up for them. They're back pass with Cooler, and being 2 down, Pretzel and H3 Lovers Anonymous are going to have a little bit of trouble, you know, coming back to this now strong non-binary fuss.
Indeed, they're getting their specials and just using it all. Able to get that pick off of the Dynamo, and they're just currently just being pushed. They're not able to push back yet. They pop strikes. Hope it'll help.
That's a nice pick from the Octobrush, and a good Inkstorm to help support them there, and with that new buff, they will be getting healed from that, and they are able to get the cap and stall out non-binary plus for the meantime, and they are able to take min, as it seems, and nice kill from the head there. And they are able to parry the blaster there, and I'll leave that this way.
Oh.
That's great.
Unfortunately, they swim straight into those strikes, but that's alright. They still have...
They kept the zone. Their teammates did a great job cleaning up for them. They're able to keep zone, push non-binary plus out of there.
Yep, Zuko goes out.
Also, just a note that Dynamo put that sprinkler on the bottom of the ramen bowl. They're just gonna be constantly painting. It's just gonna be harder for non-binary plus to paint over. Will they be able to cap in time? I don't know. Both teams are down, and they do cap in time. Whoa, that's very close.
This is just a very close match between each capping zone, just right before each other almost get the score down to a lead.
I don't know if you saw, but the end splash goes down on the side of Pretzel HC lovers, and they're able to trade it out eventually. But these strikes are really just gonna stall their push out, and one down on both sides. Somehow, Pretzel HC lovers Anonymous outpaints non-binary request, and maybe they'll be able to take back mid with some newfound paint.
Indeed, current head is just trying to hold off and just paint. Unfortunately, just getting backed off into a corner alone. Going against the slot train. Getting
They
a pick.
win the fight.
That was a nice pick.
Yeah, so a very nice pick, yeah.
They get cooler, and now they're able to push up even further, trying to keep this hold on to mid.
Yep, they will secure the lead there, getting through their penalty. And this is just really nice position here, I think. I mean, unfortunately, the Headed loses their 1v1 against the other Headed, but, I mean, they've already amassed a lead for themselves, and, I mean, they can really just back off here, but this Octobrush doesn't want to stop fighting. They're able to get one pick, they're able to get a jump in, and they're able to get more paint on the ground, and they're going to extend their lead, and they close out the game, and Pretzel and H3 Lovers Anonymous wins Game 3.
Very, very nice play. That was probably the most exciting game I've seen so far. It's just very intense and just going back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, huge play from the Octobrush. They're able to get one pick and being able to get the end splash back there for paint, and they're able to hold the zone there.
Indeed, indeed. So the win goes to Pretzel. OMG, I love you too, Moody. Rah!
So
I love
lonely.
you, Navy.
Well, anyway, we'll be back with round 2 of Gold Bracket of this very spooky Tristrike Tuesday.
Hello, Tristrike Tuesdays. We're back with Gold Bracket Round 1 of Moon Allies versus Distortion. I'm here with Navy today.
Again, hello.
Hello. First round's gonna be Zone's Umami. What do you think about this map?
Nah, I think we've already seen it. Don't need to share my thoughts anymore. I already talked about this map. Alright. Okay, Koma, you're looking for a distortion sweep? I don't know about that one. You know, I know Devtendo, bro. Devtendo, Hayden, and Sime. You know, they're pretty good. I'm just gonna say that. But I will admit, I have played with Yukama with Roxy, if I can remember correctly. And yes, they are very good at the game too. So I'm looking forward to this set, hoping it will be a close set.
W. I have no clue who these people are, but I'm cheering them on. Also,
I
hi,
know.
Ruby.
I think I know the entirety of Moon Allies' team because, like, I don't know, I'm kind of like friends with like all of them. I feel like. Oh well.
That's great. We should finish my 20 questions game while we're waiting.
Oh my gosh. Oh, yes, it could be found in Splatoon. It's not bigger than your house. This is tough. I'm not that good at this game. Turns out. Okay, is it edible? I guess I'm just gonna do the same question that you asked.
It is not.
Okay, it is not edible. Is it real? I think I already asked that question.
You did.
I
The
forgot.
answer is no.
You said no, right? I forgot. Is it real? Is it alive?
It is not.
It's not alive. How many questions is that? I think that's 8. Oh, that's like 10. Dang, I said game. Pink Cougar, no. Dang, I give up.
Oh, it was a Trizuka.
Damn, wait. Go for
Oh.
Dev. Nah.
Going
I'm
into
not
our
allowed to.
game.
I'm not allowed to show bias here on stream. But anyway, here's game number 1 of semifinals. We have a Hydra coming out from Psy, very predictable. Saw that coming, definitely. We're seeing a Swatana and a Roller from Nintendo and Hayden. On the other side, we are seeing an RPD and no Cooler.
We love the Coolers comps. This is the second one we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
This Slusher going very aggressive, trying to charge this Patana. Unfortunately, going down.
Nice. Unless, unfortunately, the Viper goes down there, but two go down on both sides, and it looks like Distortion's able to get the first cap here, and a little bit over aggression there, and then I think Distortion is going to be able to hold here. And this Roller is unable to get a pick, and this Viper also goes down.
Yep. 2 go down on the side of Distortion. 3 go down. They're trying to make this push, trying to cap zone. Able to do so. Now they're just going to try.
Good job, guys. They do a great job retaking here, and they do have a hammer ready. Unfortunately, that Ice Hawker is still dead. And oh no, the Viper dies to a bomb. How tragic.
Unfortunate. From the looks of it, 2 specials on the side of Distortion. They might use it to try and push up anytime soon.
Yes, after that one pick, they will be trying to go in. However, the Junior does go down. This Decaps are going to try to get something done with that bubble on the zone. One jumps out, and I think this is going to be a retake for Distortion. No, I spoke too soon. The Decap does go down, and Moon Ally is doing a great job fighting together, I think. Taking fights together and being able to win against the members of Distortion who are a little bit staggered at the moment, and they are going to be able to extend their lead that they set down.
Indeed. This Roller gets a good pick on the RPD. Unfortunately, goes down. They just aren't able to push back. That's unfortunate on the side of Distortion.
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, just trading on offense is really good because you're not really losing a lot. And Distortion trying to make a last-second hold, or I guess push, but unfortunately unable to against Moon Allies, and that is game 1 for Moon Allies.
Unfortunately, once they were locked out, they couldn't really make any pushes back after without having a cooler on their comp.
I will say that is a terrible matchup, the RPD versus the Hydra Swelling. I mean, once the Hydra Swelling is able to get a charge like that, you can't really approach it at all without any good displacement tools, which unfortunately Distortion was unable to get fast enough. And then with that Viper and that Roller's aggression there, being able to just stagger them and really skirmish around in their spawn there, they couldn't really do much. So,
yeah,
great for Moon Allies.
Yep. I wonder if they're going to keep the colorless comp going on to the second game of Tower Hagglefish.
Yes, I will point out, Moon Allies does have a member of Flipside on their team. And Flipside, if you know, is banned from Tristrike Tuesdays because they won last time. But unfortunately, Hayden was unable to play with them in that win. So they are allowed to participate, and maybe they'll be able to get banned along with the rest of their team.
We'll see.
Oh yeah, and their other teammate, Yagi. Forgot about that one.
Yep.
Doesn't seem like Yagi is playing this set, though. But they will get banned. They will. They participated. They contributed enough.
Indeed. Hopefully set will start soon.
Get the whole second ban. So I thought about playing for Moon Allies, not gonna lie. But I kind of thought I wouldn't have time, especially needing to commentate here. So that's why I'm not playing. I'm commentating instead.
Solo commenter Garf Trust.
So I could just leave you here to rot by yourself on stream.
I would love to talk. I would
me
to chat.
to play while commentating. That'd be fire. Wait, that'd be fire if I just played while commentating the entire game at once. Garf carry? That could definitely. Garf could definitely do that. I believe in Garf.
Maybe not.
Anyway, Tower on Hagglefish Market. I'm pretty sure we also saw this one.
We did. It was a very quick match indeed, I think, from what I remember. Oh wait, no, that was the one with the DC, wasn't it?
That was the one with the DC, and then they got rule booked, so we couldn't actually see the entire match for that. Oh no, this tournament is falling apart. But don't worry, the commentators are still here, and that's what matters.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, a good match. Yeah, definitely, absolutely. I mean, nobody seemed to KO yet, so that's a good match.
Here we go.
Hope you know if you use this.
According to my calculations, I don't know. They have a pretty big change up in their comp from the side of Moon Allies, going to Brush and Stamper. And they remain coolerless on the side of Distortion too.
I do believe that's a roster change with Ray on the Brush now. So we're gonna see that stuff going on, Brush stuff. Parking next to the tower here, they do have the hammer at the ready. They're just waiting for Cooler, I believe. The Cooler does come out, and maybe Moon Allies will be able to make a push here early.
This Brush is trying to find a way to get an entry. They unfortunately just trade with the Stamp. They're back fast with Cooler.
Yeah, it's just the roller left. I mean, I don't think they're able to respawn enough to really contest there, and then Distortion will be getting the first push here.
Yep.
Wait, no, two go down on the side of Distortion, and Moon Allies might be able to take this back right again. I mean, that Cooler, I guess, was useful. They're able to pick down the RPD, and they're close to another Cooler to be able to get this push started.
Yep, it's indeed death after death on the side of Distortion. They're just trying to rush and then get picked by all the people below.
Yes, I mean, Moon Allies is going to have to rotate to his right side to help defend the tower, and it looks like they will be getting that first checkpoint there. This roller is in a great position under the sledge here. Unfortunately, they do go down, but they are coolered. And Distortion is just going to have to try to regroup and get specials here. But they're 2 down, just getting staggered by the very strong Moon Allies.
Indeed. Moon Allies are just holding their pushes very well. Even if they go down, they come straight back. Even without having a Cooler currently active, they're just fighting and fighting.
Yep, trading on offense is very advantageous, and once again, that is 3 down on the side of Distortion, and that's actually a wipeout, and the Zap able to get some jumps in, and they're gonna hopefully maybe get this checkpoint, and they do get that Decavitator, and this RPD is just trying to shoot the tower and get them off and prevent them from being able to touch tower and get any more points, which they've already gotten a lot of.
Indeed. Oh, and a wipeout from Moon Allies, unfortunately. Hopefully Distortion's able to be able to get this fast push. They're getting their specials as quickly as they can to try and get another pushback.
They have 4 specials at the ready, and they will be contesting mid, and looks like they have a lot of dominant control here, but Moon Allies is playing very passive here. Unfortunately, goes 2 down, but they do have a lot of time with that insane lead that they got in the very beginning. This Decaf is just holding a lot of space here. Unfortunately, gets rolled over by the roller.
Unfortunate. 1 down on each side. Right now, 2 down on the side of Moon Allies. They're just trying to make another pushback, but unfortunately just keeps getting locked out by the side of Distortion.
Distortion is 2 down now, but they have the Cram. They might be able to continue this push. The Moon Allies is playing very aggressive. They are able to pick off that end splash. The 3 go down, unfortunately, though. Then RPD is doing a great job just distancing from them and punishing them for being over aggressive. And Distortion might be able to make a comeback here.
Indeed, the range of the Rapid is just causing a little bit of issues for the side of Moon Allies with their shorter range, except for the Stamper. It's just completely diffed when it comes to the range.
And the roller does rush on the tower and gets 1 down, but not before Distortion gets the lead. And that's just seconds too late. And despite being 3 down, Distortion has already done the damage that they wanted, and they do get back that lead. And Moon Allies is going to have to try again to get a good push all the way back.
Indeed. They have a Stamper and a Zip ready to probably use it when they want to try and get an aggro push here. Unfortunately, no active specials except for Whale on the side of Distortion.
Unfortunately, the brush does go down, so their push will be slowed down a little bit. But remember, the Stamper does have the Zipcaster ready, and they're able to trade with the Gal that's 2 down on the side of Distortion. And it looks like Moon Allies might be able to get a push going if they're able to maintain the space there. But Rail seems to be stalling them enough, and this RPD is doing a good job utilizing the range, but the Zip Caster comes out from the side of Moon Allies and are able to get one down grade there.
Indeed. This rep is just going to try and take advantage heights where they have more range than the rest of the team. Hopefully able to getting some picks off of the tower so they don't get lead again.
Ooh, nice direct there, but unfortunately goes down to the roller. Roller's just going to jump out. I don't think they have enough of the resources to continue that push, which is pretty much dead at this point, especially when Moon Eyes doesn't seem to be applying enough pressure there anymore. And they're going to have to do something very quick, but unfortunately the brush does get picked off by a bomb there, I think.
Indeed. They're just going to try and flank from behind from the roller, hopefully getting distracting plays. Unfortunately not able to. Currently a 1v2 right now.
And they do get to pick on the Zap, and that will be a win for Distortion.
Currently 1-1.
Yes, close set. We love to see these.
Very much. It was just push after push from each side. Unfortunately, Distortion was just able to hold their very small lead.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is Zone's Mako.
Zone's Mako, and now I believe we have not seen this map mode on stream yet. I will say I really do like this map mode. Mako Mart Zones is probably one of the best, if not the best, map mode combination in the entire game at the moment, and it's really fun to play on this map.
Indeed, indeed. What I find quite particularly funny is just you just see it twice on this map list.
Oh wait, you're right. Oh,
Is
very
it-
interesting. I did not know Sendu did that. I did not know they were able to put two of the same map mode.
Me neither. If this happened, they might just get a rematch.
Also, a bug on the stream side, but if not, I mean, I don't really care. I mean, Mako Mart is a great map mode. I will say,
it's an error.
roller is pretty strong on here, and it looks like Moon Allies does have a roller player, so that might be very useful here.
Hmm.
It is an error. I think it's supposed to be ship-shape zones, not Mako. Oh,
That's unfortunate. I would have loved to see a remake or rematch for Zones if they made it that far.
that would be funny. But you know, diversity always. I can't speak. Diversity is always nice.
Very much so. I agree. I'm just like vibing this music right now. Very great.
You know, decent music. Nice, calming music. I mean, usually it would just be to accompany some kind of speaking, but like, I don't really have a lot to say. Alright, we do know we were playing ship-shape zones first here. I don't have a lot of thoughts on this map. Kind of interesting, just like a pretty huge choke in mid, but then you are able to go on the top right and jump over to the other side. You would like to do that, so I wonder how both teams will be able to use that sort of cool dynamic on this map.
I agree. I want to see. I wonder if they're gonna get a lockout and just try and hold that, because I know how easy it is to get like absolutely locked. Oh my gosh, is that a dread?
Is that a dread?
I think
Yep, you heard
that's
it
a dread.
here, folks. There's
It's a
a dread bringer from the side of Moon Allies. We are hyped about this.
Very hyped. They're going in for Tri-Slasher Cooler, and then still Coolerless on the side of Distortion.
Yes, I love Dread, but I also love Coolerless. Both very cool comps. So we'll see what happens. 2 down on the side of Moon Allies. Unfortunately, though, the brush is gonna unable to do much here on the left side, and the Dread goes down. How sad.
Unfortunate. They're just able to get this paint, just try and hold zone, but unfortunately, it seems like Alex is just like struggling to try and push up. three go down, it's just the decav.
Yeah, that was a lot of specials that Distortion had, and they were just unable to completely zone out Moon Allies there in the court. I mean, they could not hold any space there. Cooler does come out on the side of Moon Allies, and they do have a bubble ready, and we'll see if they're gonna try to make a counter push here. The decav is behind them, but this other decav is able to win the fight, and Moon Allies takes back the zone, contesting mid. No, the Dreadwinger loses the fight though.
Unfortunate. It's just battle on battle, just on this one side of map. It's just a lot of fights going on.
I would like to note though. Oh, wait,
That was an
Ooh.
epic jump. Holy.
Oh wait, they jumped off the water. Interesting. But I do want to know, Moon Alley is having that cool is able to really die more and be able to play more aggressive and not be punished as much. And Distortion running a colorless comp is just having a little bit of a harder time winning these fights and be able to capitalize off of them. And Moon Alley takes back the lead here. Let's see if Distortion will be able to play colorless here and just take back the space.
Fortunately, paint is going to be on their side for the time being. It's just the range and everything on the side of Distortion is just going to cause a little bit of issues for the side of Moon Allies.
Moon Allies is able to supply that paint. I mean, Decapitator and Dreadwinger, despite being very aggressive Slayer weapons, they do provide a lot of paint for the team, and they're just going to try to stall as long as possible. This brush is getting some issues for them, and that's a win for Moon Allies. What a comeback.
Exactly. And I really love that jump that we saw earlier. It's just very much clutched.
I know, that was an insane jump off of the water there. I mean, you know, I thought Inklings and Octolings were supposed to die in water, but maybe we've been proven wrong now.
Exactly. I guess they can jump on water now.
By the way, shout out to Hayden for picking Dread there. I'm sure
Yeah,
Brian is very happy about that.
Very much shout out to the Dread Bro. Does this mean I get my T-shirt badge?
Yes, maybe. I mean, I have been playing with Hayden a little bit more recently, and I do like playing with their Dread, and I mean, I already talked about it earlier. It does a lot of things, so really cool.
Very much cool. Next map is going to be Tower Control Inkfly. I love this map for Tower. It's very good and commonly chosen.
Mixed thoughts about this map mode. I will say one really good thing about it is the block under the plat in that little corner so that you can go to the plat early without having to go through that uninkable choke point there. And I think that's the main reason why people enjoy playing Tower Control over basically every other mode.
Personally, when it comes to Inkfly, I really like Clams a lot more than Tower here.
Yes, I will say Clams does have that ramp, which is really just opens up the map a lot, and there's no more need for that choke point on the left side. But, you know, I'm not a fan of Clamblitz, I'm sorry, so...
You're a Clamblitz hater on Tetras? Sigh. How is our chat doing? We've grown to 30 members. We are popular tonight.
30 viewers. Thank you so much, guys. Yep,
we love you.
I don't remember if we have ads up or not. I don't know if Marcus is making money off of this stream or not.
Poor Marcus. Need some money, you guys. Y'all need to donate to poor Marcus here.
Oh, okay, good. No ads. You know, ads suck. Oh, yeah, right. Marcus would need to give his social security number if you wanted to.
But how is chat doing today? You guys doing all right? Ooh, and we're going to our fourth match.
Will we see a Dreadwinger now that it's not zones? We will not. Ooh. We will see a vanilla rapid, long rapid versus the Deco version of it. It's a duel between the two Rapid Blaster pros.
Indeed, and they switch off of, I forgot what weapon they played, but they switched to Junior on the side of Distortion. Seems...
I think it was in... I don't remember. Decap gets a nice pick though. Unfortunately, they go down very fast. Moon Allies is all there to accompany their teammates to go down on the side of Distortion, and Moon Eyes might be able to get the first push there if they're able to apply the pressure needed in mid.
Indeed, they try and get cooler. Fortunately, getting held back just by a little bit, but from the whales. They're just trying to keep constant pressure from the side of Distortion. It's just they're bubbling out their most important areas they need to hold.
Yeah, I did see that Octobrush go down first there, and the Octobrush is here now with the Ripcaster, but they get picked up early once again, and that Tripcaster also goes down. That's 2 down already on the side of Moon Owl. It's gonna pop the Spring back to try to get something done, and 2 go down on the side of Distortion. But Inspects come out, and I mean, it doesn't seem like Moon Eyes has enough people like alive to help apply the pressure needed to retake here.
Indeed, and to just go down the side of Moon Allies, it's just Distortion's able to hold these pushes very well with their bubbles and double bubble combos. Pretty solid sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, Moon Eyes doesn't really have the proper tools to deal with that, and once again they're 3 down. It's just the Blush remaining, and that Blush is probably going to get picked off very quickly. And you know, getting past that second checkpoint, Distortion is just getting that tower, riding it through, and really just proceeding through in Moon Eyes' base.
Indeed, they're just trying to get this push as much as they can. Unfortunately, Moon Allies is able to try and slowly get their push back and try and retake mid. But they're getting a little distracted by someone's spawn, I assume.
That is some lag. That is some lag.
Oh, and a DC.
Oh, that is very unfortunate for Distortion. Unfortunately, they are going to have to play this out after that push. And, you know, Moon Allies just has a constant numbers advantage from that DC, and, you know, that's just very unlucky.
Very unlucky indeed. Maybe with some luck and power, they'll somehow manage to keep their hold, even with 1 down.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good lead, so it's very possible that they'll be able to hold this, but it just makes it really difficult. And then, I mean, they are doing a decent job staggering Moon Allies, if I'm not gonna lie.
Indeed, they are.
Disconnect.
Ooh. It's just picks after picks.
There's no one there to ride the tower and push up. I mean, despite the disconnect, they're doing a great job just playing their range and staggering Moon Allies.
Indeed, they're just able to just hold with their range and having upper ground, especially with buckets and just strikes and all that stuff that counters their weapons. 2
This
goes
bucket, 2 after popping the strikes. They get 3. This bucket is popping off. Will they get the quad?
They got the quad. That is awesome. Whoa. They might just be able to keep this hold for the rest of the game. We'll see.
Allies just needs to play together when their fights, play for their cooler, which Distortion does not have. I mean, they have a concert numbers advantage, but I mean, Distortion is just doing a great job just picking them off one by one, playing their range, and just, you know, not overextending or staggering, which Moonlight seems to be doing a lot.
Indeed. Distortion's just, I think, just trying to, like, figure out a way they could just, like, push up good enough. They're using all this.
They do have this bubble and that's back now, so it looks like Moon Eyes might be able to get a push here. And that's basically 2 down on the side of Distortion now, and Moon Eyes might be able to make something happen finally.
Ooh.
But 2 go down to the bomb. Wait, what happened?
Now it's a 1v1.
Might be able to get the check, which they do now, because Distortion goes down, but wow, what an impressive play there from, I think, the bucket.
It's just this range from the rapid is just like causing them to just be constantly troubled. They're trying to get that lead. Unfortunately, ooh, that's an unfortunate wipeout portion.
I mean, despite great effort from Distortion, this disconnect is just hard to play out.
They played very well, especially with that wipeout from the bucket. It's just, unfortunately, with 1 number down, there's not much you can really do. But they were able to hold out for over a whole minute, which was very surprising.
I know, props off to that bucket, getting that quad on the defense there, able to just completely get rid of Moon Allies from their base there.
Indeed. They are just very good at holding their defense.
All right. Well, unfortunately, that is a set win for Moon Allies, and unlucky disconnect there.
Yep. Unfortunate. But think that was a pretty good set.
Yes, those were pretty close games, which I do like to see. Anyway, that is it from us now, and we'll be moving on to grand finals of Tristrike Tuesdays number 11.
Spooky.
Spooky edition.
Spooky. Hello, Tristrikes. We're here with the Navy,
Hi.
and we're gonna be on the grand finals of Golden Bracket.
Yep, love to see me now. Yep, once again, third hour, yippee. I should get paid
Yippee.
for this, bro. Like, anyway, we're playing Monkey Zones. I don't think we've seen this on stream yet, so
I don't think we have
Fun.
either.
yippee, fun.
Fun. And we got Marlin Tower too. Interesting
Guess
map.
one, this is Rosa playing in the grand finals.
OMG.
I believe once is someone who plays with Rosa quite a bit, if I'm aware. I think I did play them in a tournament.
We'll just see how they play.
Hmm.
I wonder if there's gonna be a dread. I want to see a dread.
Yeah, maybe a dread, especially on this map. I mean, this is a really good zones cheese map, if I do say so myself. But we'll see. Who knows? Maybe
Ooh.
Brian's need to make their prophecy, their proclamation.
if whoever team wins and if they play dread, I think Brian is just like a fortune teller or something.
Yes, we are. We are getting confirmation from somebody from, I think, Moon Allies. Yep, it is Hayden. Says they will be playing dread. Love to see that.
OMG. Yippee. Let's see.
Do you recognize any of the players here? I
I-
know you said you didn't recognize anyone from the side of Moon Allies. Do you know anyone from the side of Real? Do you know Silix Brownies, Rosa, Celine, or Blashin? I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry.
The only one I recognize on the roster is just Ray from Moon Alley's playing as a sub. That's pretty much it.
All right, well, here we go into game one of Grand Finals. We are seeing a Hydra coming out from Psy. I love the Hydra spelling, my favorite weapon in the game. Sadly, not in a great spot right now. But, yes. Also, Dread.
We love
Charger.
And Charger. Yeah, it was very surprising to see the ZNF get played. I was expecting a pencil or something. Unfortunately, two go down the side of Moon Allies, giving Real this moment to push up forward and just keep that hold for as long as they can.
Yeah, I would like to call some attention to that Sea Blast, which is a very great weapon on this map. Definitely played that before in tournaments, and it seems to work very well. And Moon Allies is just getting staggered a lot here, and Real is doing a great job just holding there. Hopefully this Hydra is going to be able to apply some pressure, but it's really hard with a careful matchup into the Charger there.
Indeed. It's just picks after picks on the side of Moon Allies. It's just they're going down. And unfortunately, they are able to cap zone with the Booyah Bomb, but they keep going down once more, trying to get another push from the side of Real. They get capped.
Yeah, all Moon Allies was really able to do there was just stall their push a little bit, but they were unable to retake mid from there, which is unfortunate. They do have the Reef Sider from the Dread ready, and they do get a pick on the Custom Blaster, which seems to be a very big problem for them. And maybe they'll be able to get a quick start, who knows?
Indeed. Two go downside on the Moon Allies again. Ooh, it's a double from the splash. Very interesting. They're just holding this push as much as they can. They're doing a very good job at it, just keeping them out with strikes and constant specials.
And they do have strikes and splash out already. I mean, Real is doing a great job making use of their resources and, preserving them for when they really need them and staggering the other team too.
Indeed. It's just they just have all these advantages. It's just they already have strikes ready. But unfortunately, it's just people going down the side of Real. It's just they're able to get pushback, unfortunately, from the side of Moon Allies.
Yeah, I mean, they're able to get one pick and then followed up by Cooler, Booyah Bomb, and what else? And they're able to get some picks and take back mid there.
Indeed, they are. They're holding this push as much as they can. Zipcaster, unfortunately, not getting any picks with that, but just trying to hold.
If they can hold against these Tristrikes, they do get a pick, and the splashdown comes out of nowhere, and right before lead, Real was able to take back and wipe out Moon Allies, and they'll be holding mid once again.
Unfortunate. They're gonna try and retake and just paint up as much as they can to get more specials to keep Moon Allies just locked inside of their spawn. With
Yeah,
this
this
Xena.
part. Yes. Sorry.
No,
Yeah,
you're
the Xena Charger. I mean, it's hard to play Hydra Spelling against Chargers, and really that's why you don't see it very often. And both teams are staggered here, and you know, Real has gotten through their penalty, and they're gonna be able to get some points here, and hopefully Moon Allies will be able to cap zone, which they do, and are actually able to pick up 2 picks off of the side of Real. Never mind, this Blaster is still alive. Okay, they finally get the pick on them, and Moon Allies has finally gotten mid once again, but haven't seemed to really gotten a great hold of them. Real already have 2 specials ready, and a flank it seems, and it goes down.
indeed. It's just Real's just trying and get this pushback. They get the zone and they're just like using all their specials to just get that push. Unfortunately, this Tristosh is going to try and get some picks while flanking from a little bit. Unfortunately, they go down, leaving Real to just keep that hold on mid for as long as they can.
Yeah, that is very hard to play out there. And, you know, they've got very little points remaining, and if Moon Allies isn't able to make a cap here, then they might lose, but the clutch slider there is able to stall their push a little bit. But 2 go down on the side of Moon Allies, but 2 go down on the side of Real as well, and this is just a big fight in mid. Maybe Moon Allies will be able to get something done. 2 go down, and that's 3 down on the side of Real, and Moon Allies is just gonna have to try to paint here to try to retake.
Yeah, Real is doing a very good job of just capping zone right back after a Reef Slider flank, or when they go down. They're just very much aggressive on their side. Unfortunately, Moon Alice is just playing a little bit more passive than they need to be. They need to be a little bit more aggressive to keep their holds.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. I think Hydra into Charge is just a horrible matchup, and I don't know if they accounted for that or not, but it's just very hard to play against that, and Hydra can't really do much if it can't, you know, get good pressure onto the front lines of the other team, and the Charger just keeps them farther away than they really should be, and that's just a comp diff in my opinion.
Indeed, indeed. Next, we'll just have to see what works on Tower of Marlin. I don't see this map on tourneys that often.
You know, I was trying to get this off of the map list too, but somebody added it back. Guys, this isn't my fault. I try to do my best. I don't know why this is still on the map list.
Guys, it's
You
not
know,
our fault. It's not our fault. But that was a still fairly good game that we saw. It's just unfortunately Moon Allies just wasn't able to hold their push as much as they needed to.
yes, once I do know Rosa is a very good player. I mean, they've won all for one, but then haven't gotten, you know, great results recently, so I cleared them, but maybe they'll be able to turn that around and get a good win on Tristrike Tuesdays. Who knows?
Indeed. Well, we'll see. We'll see how the matches go from the next possible 4 games. I did see one of them play Charger. I think it was the Xena, if I remember. I wonder if they're going to run it on Marlin. Marlin is as well. Even if it has like a little spot for Chargers, I don't see Chargers oftenly used here.
Probably because you just see Pencil instead. But yes, Rosa is the Charger player, just in case you were wondering. And, you know, I think she did a great job. I think she is very good at this game. But maybe Moon Allies will be able to stop her in her tracks, along with her entire team, of course.
Yep, and we are moving on to the second game. Marlin Tower. We see a Splatana Wiper and a Roller, and then just not that much of a comp difference at all from either side, honestly.
Yeah, I believe these are the same comps except for the Wiper change and the Dread change.
Yeah.
To the B-Roller.
Indeed, indeed. They're going to try and go for an Oli Crawler on the side of Real to get this early push to try and help their team.
Yes, interesting. Running different backlines, you are going to be forced to either play Zap or play Tri-Slasher here. And both teams are opting to play the N-Tri, which is a little bit rare, but I mean, we have seen this recently in Tristrike Tuesdays, so maybe it's a popular option for this tournament. Who knows?
Indeed. Unfortunately, there is just a little bit of lag in the lobby right now. but it
Yeah.
seems like doing a little bit. Okay.
Real's
There's
gonna try to get that checkpoint, but no, they are being a little bit staggered by Moon Allies here. This Blaster is sharking with the splashdown, ready to use it for the best opportunity that they get. But the Roller is sharking there and are able to pick them down, but Moon Allies is still 2 down after being staggered a lot. This Roller is able to get a good push, but unfortunately goes down themselves.
indeed same issue as the last game. Moon Alice is just making weird plays and just not acting upon them that well. They get these pushes and then just they don't know how to hold or be aggressive enough to hold them correctly. But 3 go down on the side of Real though, hopefully giving Moon Allies this push if they willingly push back quick enough.
Yes, this Roller unfortunately loses that fight to the Splash. And Real might be able to hold mid here, unfortunately. I mean, Moonrise was just way too slow to be able to take back and, play with objectives. I mean, obviously they were 2 down already. But, yeah.
Yeah, indeed. It's just when they try to retake after having numbers advantage, it's just way too slow. And the side of Real is just like getting back into spawn and just like able to just hold their pushes very well. Honestly, it's just their coordination is very nice.
I mean, Real already has another pair of Tristrikes, and they're able to win against the Viper somehow on End Splash. But, 3 specials from the side of Moon Allies, maybe they'll be able to push back now.
Indeed. It's just honestly just currently just like aggressive side from Real. It's just Moon Allies is not able to do way too much from it. They're just honestly just going down. They're still kind of staggered. They don't really know how to make a move from this point.
So Roller's taking a aggressive position on the top left, maybe looking to get a drop on the Charger soon, which they're able to place a bubble and hold this space here, but the Tristrikes come out able to instantly shred that bubble, but not before going 2 down. And Moon Allies might be able to contest mid. This Roller is just placed the start, but they don't have the amount of paint that they would like to be able to move. They do get 1 down, 2 down, and maybe Moon Allies will finally be able to make a push here. Able to take the ramp aggressively, 2 down on the side of Real once again.
Indeed. They're finally trying to get this push, and it's like seems like it's in their favor for the meantime. Honestly, the Roller goes down on their side, but then when the Blaster goes down, it's just currently they're just doing a good job trying to get this push back.
If Moon Allies could focus all their pressure to the top right area, maybe they could get lead, but it's just the Hydra on the tower now, and 2 points away from getting a lead, Real is able to just stagger them enough. No, I spoke too soon. Dev is back here with the hammer. They're able to get 1 pick, 2 pick with jumps. They're unable to get that third. Unfortunately, the tower is making its way back to mid, and I believe this will be a dead push for Moon Allies.
Indeed, this Roller is just trying to hold off alone. Hopefully, tries to get at least a good pick with Sharking or something. They already have strikes on their side of Real, using it to try and hold them off.
Yeah, I think Real is just doing a much better job with coordination. I mean, Moon Allies was trying to hold that fan, and the Roller played a little bit too aggressive, and their teammates weren't really there for them, and they were unable to get anything done. And 2 points away from lead, they were unable to hold together there, and they lost their fights in the top right area. That was very unfortunate.
Indeed, Real just has this way more aggressive comp, and they're able to just like coordinate together to compensate for their aggressiveness. It's just picks after picks, but unfortunately, too, going down on the side of Real, they might just get this lead.
Yes, great pick from the Hydra spelling there, and that's 3 down. It's just a blast here if the Roller could live here and help. Nice bubble, and they will most likely get lead here, and they do. What a comeback with 22 seconds left on the clock. Moon Allies can really just hold this and live, but it looks like this Viper is going to be playing very aggressive, popping their hammer. Unfortunately, gets picked off by the Charger, and, Real's going to have to try to get back this lead now after losing that.
Indeed, currently at the moment, they still just have a whole bunch of paint on the side of Moon Allies. It's just any flank from any direction could be almost game-breaking.
And that's a Booyah Bomb coming out from the side of Moon Allies, and they're able to get all those picks. And that is a comeback win from Moon Allies. What a clutch push at the very end there.
Very, very close game.
Wow.
They were just like able to make that pushback, which was really interesting. I wasn't expecting that, honestly.
I think they were finally just able to get their coordination together, because before they were just like, here and there going down and pushing at different times and just overextending a little bit time to time, but finally they were able to be on the same page and get picks together. And especially that Hydra spelling, I think, was able to get 2 picks there and clear the top right so that they could get that lead there.
Indeed. I wonder how the aggressive comps are gonna go play on Splat Zone's Barnacle.
Mm-hmm.
I heard a little saying about Barnacle retake. I keep getting bashed about it by a certain someone. I don't know if they're still in stream, but I wonder if these people know about Barnacle retake. I'm kind of hyped to see how these next few games go. I don't know who's gonna win. It's getting close on each side.
Also, I think this is the most active chat has been ever.
Very much.
Maybe not talking about the game itself, but you know, they're talking. They're alive. Good to know.
Yep. We love the active chat when we have more viewers. We love these people. We love chat.
Mm-hmm, definitely. Oh, I think it does turn out that Moon Eyes will be having a sub to play for them as one of their fourth disappeared.
Ooh, unfortunate.
But we'll see how it plays out. I think they've used their entire roster throughout this tournament, so they should be decently comfortable playing with everyone.
Mm-hmm. Barnacle is a pretty interesting map in my opinion. I don't
know what you're talking about.
Ban.
When Moon Eyes has refused to update their roster for the last 2 sets, I think. Actually, no, that's not true. I know there was one time when Ray was playing, but it said they were inactive. But anyways, I digress.
Hi,
Hello.
Brian.
Hi, Mashiba. Is that how you say your name? I don't recognize you. I'm sorry, but hello.
Hello, everyone in chat. Hope you all are doing great.
Okay, well, it turns out one of the team members of Moon Allies' phone died. So yeah, that's what happened.
We love when the phone dies. Trust.
I'm tired. Do you have any plans for tomorrow, Garth? Is Tristrike Tuesdays keeping you up too late?
Nah, I never have plans. I mean, all I have is school and then I just game, I guess. I don't know. How about you? Dude, I am on the Splatoon grind.
Are you now?
Today was my 1 day break of not playing a tournament for the
It's
past.
Ray! Wait, hello, Ray.
Oh my god, Ray!
Yes, Ray.
Where's Ray?
In chat. It looks like there's some for Moon Allies.
Ray and Moody. Those are my ghosts right there. Not showing bias, by the way. Totally not.
No bias here. I mean, I gotta say, I know one member of Real, and that's Rosa, and they're a great charger, aggressive charger, cool aggressive charger.
As I was saying earlier, oh my gosh, Moody, you need to tell these people about Barnacle retake.
Anyway, we are moving on to Game 3 of Grand Finals of Tristrike Tuesdays number 11. We're seeing the Hydra once again, and they're opting for NZAP instead of the Entry.
Yep, and they go to a Splatana Wiper.
Yes, Splatana Wiper. Maybe we'll be able to see some hammer plays. Also, it turns out Ray is not playing for Moon Allies. Sadness.
Aw, so sad. Seems like the cap's gonna go to Real. They're gonna. Ooh, is that a little bit lag? I'm not sure. But they're gonna go for an early cooler trying to get this push. 2 go down on the side of Moon Allies, leaving. Ooh. Just ahead of.
Yep. That's not ahead. I just.
Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. To the Hydra going down. Or, jeez.
Yes. Was the Hydra going down? Or jumping out? And. Wait, 4 specials on the side of Moon Allies. Wait, hopefully they can make a push with this. with their 4 specials, and they're caught off guard by the end try here, and 3 down on both sides. It's just the roller and the splash, and the roller is able to get a bubble in, but the splash is probably going to get some jumps in, and hopefully Moon Eyes will be able to paint and tap, which they do, but
Ooh. 2 go down on the side of Real. It's just Moon Alley's trying to get this hold back of mid and just trying to get that good hold. Currently, only one person recently respawned on the side of Real. On the side of Moon Alleys gives them this able to push and just try and keep this hold, which they're doing a really good job at. Real is having a very slow retake at the moment. Unfortunately, not getting any specials. They have a strikes in their splashdown at the ready, but they're just not using it just yet. Ooh, 2 go down on the side of Moon Allies. Unfortunately, they're using strikes to try and retake. They do get the cap of the zone, trying to take a quick retake. Unfortunately, Tristrike goes down, and Hydra's just playing alone right now, trying to survive.
yeah, very close game. I mean, Hydra has the Bui Bomb ready, but they're still just waiting for specials. I mean, Cooler comes out, and maybe they're able to make a push here.
Yep. Hydra's just trying to get picks, but unfortunately is unable to reach anyone. They use Booyah to try and help, but I don't know if it'll be of use. They're all using their specials right now. One go down on the side of Real. They do manage to cap zone right before they got lead.
Roller is jumping around. And wait, is this a blast from the flank? I see they get 2 picks, and they're probably going to be able to get this jump too. That's 3 down on the side of Moon Allies right before maybe getting. I mean,
Yep, that was a great.
I can't speak.
It's okay. We're on 3 hours of streaming. It's okay. It's a great play from the blaster. This Zenith is just holding strikes at the moment, trying to hold. First, probably try and lock them out even more. They're just waiting for a good time to use it to try and make sure they don't get this pushback.
Yeah, this penalty is getting very low here, but 2 go down, but they are able to get that lead, and
Ooh,
nice kill from the Charger, and hopefully Strikes will be able to stall them if they want to keep this, but Moonlight's going to have to play a bunch of paint, and that's 4 down.
Unfortunate play.
Real. Wow. Insane snipe from the Charger on that Ultra Stamp.
That was a nasty snipe. I agree with, I don't know how to pronounce that. Hakane? Is that how we pronounce it?
I think so. But man, Rosa's cracked. I'm just going to say that right now. Rosa's so good. Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, Moody. I'm sorry, I didn't tell them about Barnacle retake.
Barnacle retake. Well, anyway, Real has the lead in this grand finals right now, 2-1. They could win the entire thing by winning this game of Museum Tower, or if they lose, will be taken to a game 5 on zones on Humpback Pump Track. Yep, I said that right.
Humpback Pump Track. I would love to see a game 5. Tower Control Museum. I wonder how this is going to go for the comps. I know Charge is going to be a good play on this map, especially with Strikes and the ZNF wall.
Yes. I think just Hydra is such a hard weapon to play against that ZNF. And especially with that wall, I mean, Hydra just cannot approach that thing at all.
Indeed.
I mean, Sai seems very dedicated to that Hydra swelling, which I do respect. So, you know, maybe that determination will get them through.
Yeah. It's just both of these teams are very good at handling their pushes. It's just unfortunately some just managed to play more aggressive and others just hold better on the side of Real.
Also, that was an insane flank from the Custom Blaster, getting 2 with that splashdown and then an additional with a jump. And then an insane snipe onto that hammer from Rosa there at the Charger. Able to just completely shut out that game. And destroying any last hope that Moon Allies had.
The last second strikes from the Zenith was very impressive because it was a very risky play because you know you can't go into swim form or anything like that when you use strikes. But luckily it was able to hold zone and they were able to get that win.
Yep. Moon Allies, if they want to win, they're going to have to maybe punish these kind of things and hopefully not stagger, then find a way to have their Hydra spot lane. Never mind, no more Hydra spot lane. No more cooler, actually.
Oh, they're going coolerless. I see. Bringing up the rapid and the credit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Psy just refuses to play cooler, then instead of playing Hydra, they're playing crab-headed now, which will hopefully be better with that crab into the charger, but we'll see.
We will see.
Oh, lag.
Yep, early lag again. They get that early clear from the side of Real, hopefully, allowing them to push up more.
And that is a vac coming out from the side of Moon Allies, and this Viper's doing a great job pushing out with it. 2 down on the side of Real. This Tri-Slash is just trying to live here and maybe get a Shark onto Moon Allies, which I'm not sure if they know about.
I don't think they do. The
They
bucket
do, and they're able
when
to
they
snuff
trade.
them out. Wow, what a great trade, and this is a great crab spot. I don't know if they'll be able to deal with this correctly, but, you know, no one riding the tower, they can't really do much. They're just gonna have to try to stall there.
Indeed. It's just they're getting striked and specialed out, but they're able to keep that hold mid either way. They're going to try and take back tower and just keep pushing up with that constant pressure on the just Moon Allies is doing a good job.
Inkback is nice because Real does not really have anything to deal with it, as far as I'm aware. Except for perhaps maybe Splashdown, but
Even Splashdown's weak against the back.
I know if you're able to position correctly, then you really can't do a lot about it. But looks like Real's going to be able to retake mid, and they have 2 specials at their disposal right now, and maybe they can get a push started, especially with that cooler, which Moon Allies is lacking.
Indeed. The Shark's going to try and go for some snipes. Hopefully get them cleared out a little bit.
Moon Allies is just giving up a lot of space. Luckily, they do have the crab there to try to stall, but they go down to the strikes because they're stuck on those grates. But what is this? It's a vac flank from the Spatana Viper in the vacuum. And they get one, but up for the lead. The Viper does win this fight, and maybe they'll be able to pick off the Tri-Slasher as well. They do pop the Ultra Stamp, and they're able to get the pick. And the quarters it also go down. That's 2 down.
2 down, exactly. This Ultra Stamp did a good job with trying to go after the right people. Now giving Moon Allies the chance to push right back up to the spawn and just try and keep them locked out with all the ledge camping.
And they're just waiting for resources to try to take the plat, and finally they do have the ink vacuum, but there's a strikes ready, and they will be popping that, and the crab tank just gets instantly shredded, and they do get lead, but that's 1 down on the side of Moon Allies, and that's a wipeout! I don't know how that happened, but they were just able to get a bunch of picks, and looks like the Viper's playing very aggressive with the Ultra Stamp, and they're able to pick up the Charger somehow, and that's the second check cleared for Moon Allies, and this is looking pretty bad for Real.
Indeed. It's just Real starting to get a little bit staggered. They're trying to go for a little special try and at least make a comeback. It's just they're constantly getting locked out by the constant range of the bucket and the range of just everything.
When that strikes does get picked off, like you said earlier, they are getting punished for those risky strikes, and then also with the ink vac, that's just a very deadly combo with the Viper able to just walk with it, and it's just insane movement speed. And they're able to get it all the way to 8 remaining. I believe this is a dead push now, and Real's going to be able to push back in, but that's a huge lead they're going to have to try to get back.
Exactly. It was a very great push that Moon Allies just had.
I will like to note, though, Real has 4 of their specials already, which is very scary.
A lot of them just got used. They all just used their specials. Now they're just waiting on probably an entry strike in. This Blaster trying to go alone, try and get some AoE picks. Unfortunately, goes down, gets no one. Respawns quickly to the cooler.
Yes, that cooler could be very important because Moon Allies does not have cooler, and looks like they're 2 down. Very unfortunate there. And it's just this rapid blast withdrawal on the top right, and they're able to get a trade, but, you know, Real is getting awfully close to that lead, and the Tri-Slash is lagging a little bit. But they are rushing the tower, and they do get a pick there, and that's 2 down on the side of Real. 3 down, 2 down. They're back fast with cooler, and it's kind of hard to keep track of, but it looks like Moon Allies is able to defend right before losing that lead.
Indeed. They're trying to hold mid. It's just very close to the timer. Very close scores. Unfortunately, Real hasn't been able to break the last check. It's going to be a pretty close game if they can get lead.
I know, those are just hard specials to deal with, especially the Ink Back. But unfortunately, 3 go down on the side of Moon Allies. I'm not sure what happened there, but they do lose the Crab Tank, and they do lose whatever other specials they might have had earlier. And they're going to be taking a lot of space here. This Blaster is very scary on the top right here.
This Blaster is just doing a good job trying to keep them held at a certain spot, just keeping them all in their spawn, allowing the rest of the team to help push up. Unfortunately, they just have to break check, and then they might get that lead. They're going for game strikes to try and hop on tower, but no one else is there to hop on. And
Yes, those are game strikes, and one is able to actually touch the tower, and that's a win for Moon Allies.
We're gonna get a 5th game now.
We are getting a 5th game once again.
That was a very close match.
Yes, that was a very close match. That looked very scary at the end for Moon Allies. But the GG strikes, and one of them was able to touch a tower. I'm not sure who it was, but whoever did that, that was very clutch.
Very much so. It was just a risky play after risky play, and that risk managed to just be in their favor. Now we're going to see who managed to get this win, with the last game being Zone's Humpback. They're probably going to keep the ZNF for the strikes.
You know, Humpback is a very good Dread map. I'm just going to put it out. Just a statement. That's all.
They might bring out Dread. I'm just saying, that's just, I don't know. I heard that from someone.
Someone told me.
Yeah, I heard it from a friend. Whatever Once is talking about, we're gonna ignore it. We love Dread. There's no Dread hate.
No Dread hate.
But these games being pretty close, it's just who knows who will win. It can either be either side, honestly. They're both having good plays each.
I don't know, I think, this new comp that Moon Allies has found seems to be giving Real a little bit of trouble, and I think Moon Allies has definitely begun to pick up the pace here, and that was very close at the end. Real was very close to getting that lead, but those GG strikes, those annoying GG strikes, and that one person able to touch the tower, unfortunately, thwarted Real's plans of taking back that lead during overtime.
It was just great plays. It's just these teams kind of know what they're doing. It was pretty great. They have pretty good coordination. It was great to see that.
Yes. Also kind of insane. Real is seed 7, I think, and it's against seed 1, and they're tied up.
Exactly.
But I think that was just me forgetting to do my seeding at the very last second. I was just too busy with casting things and getting ready to commentate. But I probably would have actually seeded Real into seed 3 or something a little bit higher, because I do know these are very experienced players, especially Rosa, actually being able to win All for One in the past, and maybe they'll be able to add this to another win.
Indeed, and here we go on our final game of finals and gold bracket, going with Hydra again.
We are not seeing a Dread Ringer. Oh no.
No Dread, unfortunately, but they do keep that Charger. Very good choice. The strikes will be very useful.
With the Sea Blast, again, and that's an early strikes, but what is that? A roller sharking there, very aggressive.
Yep.
Won't
go down both sides.
The roller does get picked off, unfortunately. They're able to be predicted by the Blaster and their teammates.
Yep. And now Real has the current zone at the moment, just getting striked out, forcing these people to get pushed up, allowing them to get picks on the side of Real. Ooh, and that was a good stamp.
That was a great Ultra Stamp and a great play by Side there, able to get 2 down with them. But I don't think Moon Allies has the paint to be able to retake there. And they're just going to have to play this slow and play for specials that they do not have. The strikes do come out, and we're going to be seeing a Booyah Bomb soon. And, one goes down on the side of Real, and they might be able to retake here finally.
They might not. They're just okay. Nice. They do get that cap, fortunately, and now they'll hopefully try and paint up a little bit. Cause even though they're 2 down, and they're just holding with the roller and Hydra for the time being.
The Hydra just with that long charge is just hard to play with, and pacing is just very hard with that thing. And Sea Blast doing a great job pushing up, and their splashdown is very scary, and they're able to get one and then force the others out with them.
Indeed. They just have constant strikes back and forth, managing to keep Moon allies out of the mid.
Wait, that is a great pick on the Charger from the Hydra spawning there, and great strikes. They might be able to move in. However, 2 on the right side seems to pick off the roller there. And
Yep,
I
and
don't
it's
know,
just
just a big fight in mid. Nice
indeed.
Booyah Bomb, may be able to get the cap. No, they do not have the paint necessary to get that cap.
Yep. And strikes going out again, just trying to get cap and just try and hold as much as they can. It's just fighting after fighting, getting picks and picks, just trying to get that mid as quick as they can. Unfortunately, they're not able to cap that much, but they do manage to cap this one time, trying to have a good lead and try and just go after this Charger.
This Charger
Getting that.
doesn't see the Wiper behind them. Wait, nice kills from the Wiper. However, they are 2 down. They're going to try to give jumps in. And I think they will be able to do so because Real is kind of staggered at the moment. But, you know, holding this is going to be kind of hard, especially because they don't have that much paint. And no cooler.
Indeed. They're probably going to try and get this paint back up with the amount of paint they have on their side. They have strikes at the ready. They might use it sometime soon to try and
Wait,
help
nice. They get the Tri-Slosher, and nice strikes come out. But this Blaster seems to be messing things up. But the Blaster goes down, and that's the lead for Moon Allies, and they might be able to hold here. 2 go down on the side of Real, and this is looking very dangerous for Real right now.
Indeed. Ooh, 3 to go down. It's just the stamp getting pulled out. Trying to keep the cap on zone. Unfortunately, gets sniped, and they get retake on the side of Real.
Oh, nice clutch double from Rosa there. Able to, you know, single-handedly help them to get retake there. Great snipes.
Indeed. The sniper is very good with what they're doing. Their aim is pretty good.
The cooler comes out, and they do have strikes at the ready. On the contrary, Moon Allies just has the Bomb, and they are able to strike in Bomb and Hammer all at the same time. They're able to get the insta-cap there, and 2 go down on the side of Real, and they're just staggered once again, and the Charger's just in a very tough spot getting pressured here. They're gonna have to jump out and, you know, give up a lot of space.
They do have a strike server for retake, and now that looks like that is what they're doing. They're using all their specials now on their side to try and cap zone. They are able to do so. Now they're just going to try and get out of that penalty so they can get that lead.
Now, Hydra Spotling is not going to be able to contest that Charger very well, and they're going to have to give up a lot of space there. Moon Allies is going to have to regroup, and also Real's going to need some resources to try to hold against Moon Allies, who seems to have regrouped decently well now. They have 2 specials ready. They just popped the Booyah Bomb, and the Hydra gets 2. They do lose lead, though, and Real can maybe settle down a little bit after getting that lead. But Hans Crush here is causing a little bit of trouble. They do jump out now.
Indeed.
And Moon Allies is going to have to hold this with their bubble, which is the only special they have at the moment.
Yeah, but 30 seconds left on the match. Moon Allies is just trying to hold as much as they can. Unfortunately, getting striked out, forcing them to try and move out just out of the way a little bit. They do cap the zone again. And then the roller gets rushed down, dies, and it's only the Wiper left with 16 seconds left on the board.
Yes, that is very little time, and the Real seems to be very powerful here, still coolered up, and Moon Allies doesn't have a lot of resources to try to take back. They will try to paint here, but, you know, all Real has to do is paint, and they go 2 down, and Moon Allies makes that insane last push there, able to force everyone out there.
20 ticks is still a lot of time.
I mean, that's still a lot of time for them, and they do have the strikes. Both teams have strikes, and, you know, Moon Allies just needs to be able to paint if they want to hold here, and they do get the Blaster, they do get the, Entron,
Ooh,
but
and
no,
they get that
strikes is too much. They're unable to hold paint. No, that is unfortunate.
The win goes to Real.
Wow, that is so unfortunate. Despite getting 2 down, the strikes is just too much. I believe that was 2 sets of strikes coming out, making that 3 Tristrikes, you know, very representative of Tristrike Tuesdays. But yeah.
Indeed. That was a very great match that we just saw going back and forth with each game. That was a nice game that we saw. That was a whole bunch of great games today. Congrats to the winners of Real, and just good job.
Yep. GG's.